Alrighty, guys, welcome back in here. Again, I am Alex Crum, professional pickleball player, amongst many other things, might I add. And today I will be acting as your color commentator for some exciting collegiate pickleball. We are here at the 2025 Collegiate Pickleball Tour Super Regional in Arizona here at the Pickler. And we're going to have a couple exciting semifinal matches that are about to be kicked off here shortly. To start, we will have the San Diego State Aztecs competing against Grand Canyon's second team, who just pulled off an incredible comeback win. I believe they had won 30 to 28 victory, which is something that you only see in rally scoring with the freeze. So these guys are going to be competing not only for a decent amount of cash today, but they have already qualified for the first ever, or at least the biggest, Pickleball Nationals, which will take place in Atlanta at Peachtree Corners, April 11th through the 13th. College pickleball is something that I wish that I could have partaken in. I think this is kind of the golden era of pickleball. It's so much fun for these guys to get out here and play for their schools. And it's a high level just by watching a little bit of that quarterfinal pickleball. These are all really, really good players, some of which you have competed in professional qualifiers, and many of which you might be seeing for years to come. So what we're going to do here is, I think Grand Canyon's taking a little bit of a breather, but I think we'll kick it off with women's doubles. So we will play at least 3 matches, gender doubles being women's and men's, and 1 mixed. If one team sweeps all 3 of those events, then that will be the match. However, if they split 2-2, we will go to a Dream Breaker, which is a little bit of what you saw, which is singles pickleball in kind of a fun, unique format. Looks like they're going through the rules breakdown. We'll probably have a coin toss of some sort to get to pick who wants to serve, receive, or defer the end. Again, we will be playing rally scoring today, meaning that each team will win a point on their serve and return. In traditional side-out pickleball, you can only score on your serve. However, in some of these team formats, we play rally scoring, so that's what will be the case today. He's walking them through the rules. Can't step on the kitchen line, call your own lines. I'll interject if I clearly see it. Generally speaking, the referee's job is to call kitchen faults, service faults. They typically will not step in to overrule a line call unless they're asked and if they clearly see it. Although in some cases, they don't even do that. I would anticipate probably a 3-minute warm-up here for both teams before we get underway. Always starting off at that kitchen line, trying to get the ball low to the feet, taking those dinks out of the air when possible. That's something I am not very good at. But I make up for it in other areas, let me tell you. All right, so I believe we're going to have a 3-minute warm-up here. Again, traditionally when you're warming up, you'll start up at the line. One player will move back just in an attempt to kind of dial in their drops and drives. A couple serves and returns, and then we'll get underway.
Any ideas on for ladies that are men?
When the world sleeps, greatness rises. And while others dream of the next level, we chase it. Challenging every limit, turning obstacles into stepping stones. Because the next level isn't just handed to you. It's earned. Go next level with 6-0 Pickleball.
Alrighty, guys, we're back. Looks like we're going to get away here shortly. Uncertain of who won the toss and what they decided to do. Traditionally, especially with this being indoors, most teams will elect to receive. To start off a pickle match, you only get one serve. So generally speaking, the thought process is, all right, let's get a quick side out and we'll take the rock. But again, uncertain of who won the toss. We can see that this is sponsored by 6-0 Pickleball and C&D Nets, best nets in the game. Rainstorm in there as well. Lord knows I put down a few rainstorms in my day. Again, they're just warming up their drops and drives. Okay, so San Diego State won the coin toss, and they've picked the home side, which I believe that gives them the option to pick which mixed team will go out first, or something to that effect. Grand Canyon, 2, decided to receive, and we're going to have San Diego State starting on the near side here. So we're about ready to get underway. Everyone dressed in black. However, we've got San Diego State starting on the near side here. Typically, the ref will ask you if the ball that you're serving with is okay. They'll normally have a couple of them. Some players prefer brand new balls, myself being one of them. Some people like it to be scuffed up a little. As you can see, the girls are trying to keep the legs loose. Super important in these rally scoring matches to start fast. It's pretty difficult to come back from a big deficit, so if you start a little bit loose, you're putting yourself behind the 8 ball right away. All right, they look locked in over here on the near side. Place in the finals. Alrighty, we've got Megan on our left, Emily on the right. Let's play pickleball. That is a fantastic drop. Got it right down at her feet. Not much she can do there. We've got 1-0 here for San Diego State. I like what she was doing there, going back behind her, but just pushes it wide. That was an excellent serve. She actually did pretty well to even get that return back deep. 2-0 San Diego State. And she's going to push that one wide. As you'll see in pickleball, missed returns are something that can just absolutely kill you. These girls on the near side have huge serves. Wow, that's a really good ball there. She hit a great little drive drop hybrid. Was able to get it down at the feet, which awards the pop-up. Grand Canyon on the board here, 1-3. Yeah, and just trying to do too much with it there. You've got to get that ball into the kitchen line and get up there. She's going over the high part of the net there. Not really a high percentage play. 4-1 San Diego State. You're going to watch this big serve again. Wow. You can tell she really favors that cross-court forehand drop, and it's been super successful thus far. Right now, Grand Canyon is just pressing a little bit. Doubles especially is all about who makes the least amount of errors. Excellent drop. Yeah, there it is again. Right now, San Diego State is making balls. They're making balls, high percentage plays, and that's going to win you a lot of pickleball matches. 6-1 here, San Diego State. Yeah, that's a really nice serve. She left that drop just a little bit high. Grand Canyon able to put that ball down. This is our first prolonged dink rally of the match here. And there's the ATP off the leg. That's something. You saw that ball clip the net cord and just get pushed around the post. Emily took the opportunity to smack it right off her kneecap there. We got 7-2 San Diego State. Yeah, and that's what a big serve can do for you. She hit a big serve, got a short return, and then it's just time to tee off. Even if that ball's a little high, it's still coming with so much pace. It's tough to do anything with it. 8-2. Another good serve. Yeah, right now, folks, San Diego State's just kind of serving and driving them off the court. Really big, deep serves, consistent drives, not trying to hit winners, but making them hit that volley, and so far they haven't been able to handle the pace. That's really good. She's immediately ready for that counter. That's one thing about doubles, is as soon as your partner leaves that ball a little bit high, you have to immediately start your preparation and be ready for that ball to come back with heat. And that's maybe the third or fourth missed return of the game. San Diego State going to switch sides up 11-2. Pretty perfect start for them thus far. And again, I thought Grand Canyon just pressed a little bit too much early on. And that's why they're down. We'll take a quick commercial break here, folks. We'll be right back. 2025 Collegiate Pickleball Tour.
What's your DUPR?
Alrighty, guys, we are back. San Diego State racing out to a very big lead here, 11-2. They've done this with pretty big serves, big drives. They've played very consistent pickleball. Grand Canyon, on the other hand, has dumped 3 or 4 returns. They just pressed a little bit too much early on in this match. Another short return. She leaves that drop a little bit high, but again, Grand Canyon trying to do a little too much with it. A little shorter serve there. And that's what we need to see from Grand Canyon. They've got to be more consistent on their returns, and they've got to get that ball deeper in the court. The further back you are, the more difficult it is to attack with a drive or hit a drop. Yeah, I think she pushed that one just a little bit wide. Couple points in a row here now for Grand Canyon. It's now or never. Yeah, really nice reset there. Drop off the court. Yeah, good lead. I think that's one of the hardest things to do in doubles pickleball is when that ball's coming and you have so little time to process it. It's so hard to let that ball go. If the ball's in the atmosphere, I typically hit it. Yeah, really good defense here. Ball always comes back.
Good job. Keep it up.
We're still going. Oh, baby! A little bit of miscommunication, and finally, San Diego State able to win that point. Had 8 or 9 overheads, and Grand Canyon just kept blocking them back. 13-5 here. That's nice. Oh, baby. Looked like one of my dinks. An easy forehand dink. She just comes over it a little bit too much with a little too much wrist. 6-13, Grand Canyon. That's a gnarly return. Inches inside the sideline there. She curls that forehand in. It's tough for Grand Canyon to do anything with that. 14-6. That is an incredible lob. Another long dink rally here.
Good job.
Couldn't be me. That is excellent. And you can see the left side player there. When that ball popped up, she took about a step or two back, reaffirmed her court positioning, and then she's ready for the counter. If you hang up, it's going to be difficult to do. That's a great deep return. Grand Canyon not giving up. Again, this is just the first match as well, so getting a little bit of those jitters out. Unbelievable here. Ladies doubles can be probably the most exciting of all the varieties in pickleball just because of the prolonged rallies. Such good defense, such great court coverage here. 16-7. Yeah, that's another good deep return. And again, you hit good deep returns, you get a lot of missed drops. I think this match has been fairly even after the side switch, unfortunately for Grand Canyon. They started out down 11-2. That's a great reset. Woo! Yeah, and occasionally that dink is super offensive over there for San Diego State, but you try to be a little too cute with it. She's missed a couple of them here. And that's going to sail wide. The trouble with rally scoring is, again, once you build such a large deficit, even though they're playing pretty even pickleball here right now, they still need to pull out something miraculous to get themselves back in this match. Returns have definitely gotten better, and that's just a filthy drop. From that far back, that's tough to do. Bounces right at her toes, straight into the net. Ooh, a little high there, and she tees off on that two-hander. All right, we've got 10-18. Now or never for Grand Canyon 2 here. Yeah, that's really good. Again, you can see there, they're not trying. It's impossible to put that ball away, right? But she's just looking to push it back deep at their feet and make it impossible to get into the kitchen line. Timeout here called by Grand Canyon 2. Typically, you're going to call a timeout just to hope for maybe a missed serve on the other end. I've been notoriously terrible about calling timeouts throughout my pickleball career. However, the best players know when to call them, and they're typically pretty successful at getting the results they want. So we've got a timeout here. San Diego State 2 points away from starting this match the way they wanted to. Again, they must win. They must win on their serve. We're going to go to a quick little break here. We'll be right back. All right, we're back, 19-10. Yeah, that's just so good. On the right side there, she's able to curl that forehand drop down to your feet. It's nearly impossible not to pop that ball up. Her partner's sitting there waiting for the put away. Game point here. And Grand Canyon lives to fight for another point. Tomahawk down at the feet. Again, it's not necessarily about pace when you got a high ball. It's about getting it down at the feet. 11-20. Serious angle on that forehand.
Great shot.
She's down, but not out. They must win this final point on their serve. The freeze in pickleball, which happens in rally scoring, can either be your best friend or your worst nightmare. They've got to win it on their serve here. Patience being shown. She leaves it a little high. Okay. She's got some serious thunder in that stroke, I tell you what. 12-20. So right now, San Diego State is still feeling like we're going to win this match no matter what. If Grand Canyon can win a couple more points here, they might start feeling the nerves. And all right, they're going to have another opportunity to do it here. Good deep return. Comes up a little bit short on the drop. 20-12, game point again. Just off the line, wow. And what a scrappy bunch this Grand Canyon team is. I thought that ball on the sideline was out. It was not. They've now saved 3 match points. This reminds me of my match against Jack Foster in Cincinnati. I did lose that match, 14-8. Never forget it. Just a little wide. That would have been a silky drop. She's challenging the call. And it looks like it was upheld. I can't see it from this angle. It was very close. The line judge said it was out. Game point number 4. And up. That'll do it. Thought maybe she was appealing for a kitchen fault. San Diego State rushed out to a huge lead, and Grand Canyon got progressively better as the match went on. However, they could not overcome that early deficit. Just a little loose in the beginning here, and San Diego State will take game 1. Now you're going to have the men immediately come out here, and they're going to start warming up. San Diego State is going to look to really put the pressure on. And Grand Canyon is going to try to level this match up. We'll go to a quick commercial break. We got a lot more pickleball coming for you today.
What's your DUPR?
All righty. All right, we're back here. We've got San Diego State up 1-0 after winning women's doubles. They are going to be, I believe, wearing all white. Yes, that is correct. Grand Canyon 2 is going to be wearing all black. These guys are just warming up here, and we'll get underway in probably a minute or so. Again, warming up their drops and their drives. Looks like we've got a lot of power out here on that court. Is that Zane Ford over there in the white? Looks like Zane Ford. Double leg sleeve. Never quite understood the leg sleeve. I suppose for UV protection. To be fair, I wear arm sleeves just because I think they look cool. As you can see, these are some heavy hitters here. Working on drops, drives, getting into that kitchen line. All right, for San Diego State, we're going to have Preston Lynch and Nick Colorado. I'll talk a little bit more about these two gentlemen as we get going here. We're going to take a quick break. Be right back. Alrighty, guys, we're back, getting ready to fire up here for men's doubles. Couple serves and returns. They're getting a little bit more kitchen line work in for Grand Canyon. Again, for San Diego State, we're gonna have Preston Lynch, who's my man in the leg sleeves. He's from San Clemente, California. He is a freshman in college, played soccer for 12 years and into high school. And he started a pickleball club at his high school. How about that? I think I was in the chess club. No, just kidding. I wasn't. Ping pong club. All right, so we've got Preston Lynch, and then his partner is going to be Nick Colorado, who is a senior, major in marketing and sales, also played soccer. And some of his other hobbies is he enjoys working out and running. I don't enjoy doing any of those, but good for him. And then for Grand Canyon 2, we've got Arthur Fonseca. Wonder if he's related to tennis phenom João Fonseca. Maybe, he's from Brazil. Loves to play beach tennis, soccer. He is in business management, so a very well-rounded cat. Beach tennis is actually very fun for those of you who haven't played. His partner will be Xavier, who's from Surprise, Arizona. He is a sport and entertainment management major. Sports background, just pickle. I actually like to see that. I myself have a tennis background. However, I think it's really cool that there are people with zero racket sports backgrounds who can come in and have success in pickleball. I think it shows you just kind of the beauty and the diversity of the game itself. So we're going to start with Grand Canyon here on the far side, or the near side rather, the side closest to us. And we're going to have Arthur on the left side, and we'll have Xavier in the green hat on the right side. Again, just going for formalities. I think they're flipping a 6-0 coin in the PPA I played in on Wednesday. I'm not going to talk about that, but they had the 6-0 coin there, and they'll ask you, do you want to go next level or 6-0? So you have to pick one of the two. 6-0, an Australian paddle company that's made a pretty big splash in the pickleball sphere. Looks like San Diego State's going to be serving first here. Again, we play first to 21. We've got Nick Colorado to serve. He's dancing over there. He's doing a little tap dance. It looks like James Ignatowicz. Something, again, you will never see me doing. Moving my feet. Oh, he's... That was an incredible move. Dance Dance Revolution. All right, let's play pickleball. Short serve. Yeah, short serve. Mediocre drop. Left it a little bit high, and Grand Canyon going to take the 1-0 lead. Arthur to serve. That's a better drop. Very good reset. And we're into the kitchen here. Did he make that? I don't think he did. We've got 1-1. Pushes the ATP just a little wide. Not a lot of room to operate for ATPs over there. That's a really good return. Relatively easy drop, missed in the net. Again, a little jittery here to start the match. 2-1 for Grand Canyon. Good drop. And he misses the speed up down the middle. I think it hit right off the top of the net there.
Here you go, right here.
Oh, no, I think it came over. The Grand Canyon player pushed it in the net. 2-2.
There we go. Let's go, get a couple, Artur. Let's go.
Grand Canyon serving at 3-2 here. No team distinguishing themselves early on. Very good drop. Alette court. Yeah, that's really good. One thing you see there is he's willing to take that dink out of the air. That's something a lot of players mistake, is they try to take a step back, give themselves more time. You're so far pushed off the line. And that serve about went to the moon. That's all right. I think a few missed serves are okay. If you're able to generate free points that way, it's okay to go for a big serve, but you don't want those to stack up too quickly. Great drop. That's probably the point of the day so far. He lets that one go, and there was so much spin on it, it dropped in that corner pocket there. San Diego State looking to really put the pressure on by winning game 2 here. Short serve. Good drop. Yeah, and that's just really good anticipation there from Arthur. He sees that ball go a little high from his partner, and he's immediately sitting down the line. It's his partner's responsibility to cover the middle there. Preston, short serve. That's a lot of power coming from Xavier. Anything high to that forehand side, you can see he's a pretty big dude. Anything high to that forehand side is getting hammered. 5-all. Wowzers. He's going to call it out. Little bit of a late call there. I think it might have been wide, but it wasn't called initially. All right, I think the call is going to stand here. 6-5 Grand Canyon. I really like Arthur's patience when transitioning into the kitchen line. A mistake that I often make is hitting one decent drop and trying to run in. You'll see the best players in the world. They'll hit 2 or 3 resets. They'll take their time getting in there. Great drop. Wow. And I think it just clips the net court. Mr. Fonseca slides on a hard court. Can't quite get there. Brazilians are notoriously great at sliding. My roommate's Brazilian. He can slide all over the place. All right, we have our first missed return of the match. And again, I think it's okay to miss 1 or 2 when you're consistently hitting good deep returns. But if you start giving away too many free points, especially in rally scoring, you're toast. Nice cross-court dink exchange here. Jeez. Net court galore out here. I believe that one doesn't come over. It does not. We have 7-7. Mr. Fonseca to serve. I like that name, Fonseca. It is long, and that one was long. You won't ever catch me letting that ball go. I'm taking a full swing. Fonseca clearly more comfortable dropping the ball than driving it, but he does it pretty well. And again, he's very good in transition. Yeah. That dink got back behind him a little bit there. And once that ball's behind you, it's very difficult to control it. And another missed serve. That's tough now. That's 2 missed serves from San Diego State before the switch. That's not going to work. Yeah, that's sick. He's going to slide over and cover the middle there. He just pokes that one right down the line. Grand Canyon. I like their chemistry over here. They've got a little fire and ice, power and finesse. Oh, we got a let court. Ball came from I don't know where. Ladies 2-5 afternoon open play. That's great anticipation there. That was a little Anna Lee Waters-ish. You're so focused on the drop that you don't pay attention to that guy flying over the middle there. He got the ball he wanted, he just missed it in the net. All right, Preston to serve here. Yeah, that's really good. We're going to go to the switch with Grand Canyon up 11-8. Again, I think they've just been a little more solid here. San Diego State with a few missed serves. And again, I like the duality of San Diego State here. Fonseca, very conservative, dropping almost everything. His partner Xavier being a little bit more aggressive, looking to crash a little more frequently. Although now that I can see the leg sleeves over here on the near court, he might be dangerous on this side. And we're going to go to a quick commercial break. Very brief. Be right back.
World sleeps, greatness rises. And while others dream of the next level, we chase it, challenging every limit, turning obstacles into stepping stones. Because the next level isn't just handed to you, it's earned. Go next level with 6-0 Pickleball.
All right, we're back. San Diego State down 9-11. Really good footwork being displayed. That's pretty impressive play there from Preston. He got the exact ball he wanted. He got that high forehand and he just missed it. Really like his footwork there up at the kitchen line. 12-9. Wow. Really good attempt there. Good defense being displayed by by Grand Canyon, but not quite enough. 10-12, still anyone's game here. Preston firing up a serve here. And I believe that return floated. Yep, the return was floated just a little bit long. High looping serve from Preston there. Yeah, Colorado. Yeah, that's a really nice driving crash. All right, so big serve from Colorado. He hits a pretty good drive that stays relatively low, and his partner's there for that pop-up. We've got a tie game here, folks. Yeah, that's just a really good move. That's a really good one-handed flick. Nick is a pretty tall guy. He's able to slide over and just poke it right into the body of Xavier over there. I think he he missed that drive just a little bit down the middle there, but I like that shot. 13-all. Fonseca, another drive. Yeah, he's so deliberate about the way he gets in. That's a good speed up. He chicken winged him. He's got to sit forehand there. And he went back across the body right into that hip. And it looks like Grand Canyon is going to call a timeout here, and they are. Again, this is probably the right time to take a timeout. They were up 11-9 on the switch. San Diego State's won 5 of 7 points here. You just want to try to stop a little bit of momentum. Maybe you hope for a missed serve. Pickleball happens very, very quickly, so you can lose 7 or 8 points in the span of about 2 minutes. And trust me, I've done it very many times. Gotten a little bit better at calling timeouts throughout the years, throughout the year. But again, your best players will do it religiously. Even if they're down 10-0 and you think to yourself, this game's over, your best players will still call that timeout at 10-0. And in pickleball, you never know what can happen here. So again, San Diego State, after dominating in women's doubles, has fought back here a little bit, playing pretty aggressive pickleball. They are up 14-13, and if they can win this one, going to be very difficult for Grand Canyon 2 to come back. Preston, my man, backwards hat, leg sleeve. Looks like Roscoe Bellamy. Here we go. That's a good serve. Yeah, just left a little bit high right into the body. And that ball might be going out, but to be honest, when it's coming that quick and you're that big of a guy, it's hard to get out of the way. Tie game. Fonseca, the forehand drop god. He speeds it up, and I think he pushed it just a little bit long. That is correct. Grand Canyon up 15-14. Really good deep return. Yeah, probably not the right time. That's a ball that I'd speed up for sure, but Xavier was ready for that one. Preston has attacked that down the line speed up off his two-hander a couple of times now, and he was ready for that one. That's a nice reset. Jeez, what in tarnation was that? That was like a reverse tomahawk there from Fonseca. He goes over his left shoulder and spanks it right at him. And now San Diego State will take a timeout. Momentum shifts happen very quickly in pickleball. And with that being said, we're going to go to a quick little break here. We'll be right back, guys. Grand Canyon trying to even up the score here. All right, we're back here. Grand Canyon up 17-14, looking to even up this match. Mr. Forehand drop, does it again. Gets in again. Wow. Great hands from both teams being displayed. Preston leaves that last one up a little bit high, and Fonseca slams it down. 18-14 now. Grand Canyon 3 points away from leveling this match. I believe that clipped the net court and then touched his paddle, so San Diego State's going to get the point there. You can see Preston is very trigger happy on that backhand side when it comes to speed up. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, that's a really nice drop. It might have even hit the line there. Xavier unable to get underneath it as it clips into the net. 17-18, San Diego State fighting. Oh no. That's an AC move. Miss serve. 19-17, Grand Canyon. Again, that's how these cross-court rallies are ending. Xavier's so long in the kitchen there that when Nick leaves that ball just a little bit high, he's able to reach in and really initiate combat. Game point here for Grand Canyon. Wow, and that'll do it. Grand Canyon fights their way back a little bit. And we are now all squared with San Diego State winning the women's doubles match and Grand Canyon winning the men's doubles match. We have our mixed doubles here to follow. Really like that team, Fonseca and Xavier. Xavier, obviously a bigger dude, lots of power, long out of the air. And then Fonseca, I don't think Fonseca made an unforced error the entire match. He was so deliberate about getting into the kitchen line on every point, and I think ultimately San Diego State was just a little less patient than they needed to be. Also, a couple missed serves didn't help. Grand Canyon able to pull it out. We're going to send you guys over here to a break briefly. We are all square at 1 apiece. We're going to go into our mixed doubles match here just momentarily. Stay with us, guys.
What's your DUPR?
When the world sleeps, greatness rises. And while others dream of the next level, we chase it. Challenging every limit, turning obstacles into stepping stones. Because the next level isn't just handed to you. It's earned. Go next level with 6-0 Pickleball.
Alrighty, guys, we are back, ready for a little bit of mixed doubles here, which is always super fun to watch. What you're going to see today is you're going to see the guy try to take probably 70 to 80% of the court, and it's always super important for the female to be ready to be targeted, ready to be drived at, and the guy's always got to play big over the middle. Our first matchup here, we're going to have Emily and Preston for San Diego State going against Arthur and Leanna. And then our second mixed match will feature Megan Nick against Xavier and Sophia. So again, even though all these guys have played recently, it's still important to feel the ball right before you're playing. So they're warming up drives and drops again, and we'll get underway here shortly. Again, super important for Grand Canyon to win that second match because now we're all square. No matter who loses this match, they'll still have a chance to win that second mixed match. So this is more so about gaining momentum and trying to keep the pressure on here. So again, for San Diego State, we've got Emily Miller, who's from Boca Raton, Florida. She is a sophomore. Looks like she's a real athlete. Played soccer, basketball, lacrosse, and track. And she is vice president of our pickleball club, which is very, very cool. Loves to shop, loves her dogs. Sounds like a well-rounded gal. Loves shopping, especially at Alo. Tell you what, I've never been in an Alo store. I always see the Alo socks. Who wears Alo? Paris Todd wears Alo. A lot of the female pros, they like Alo. Maybe I'll have to pop in. I think they've got Alo for men. Still warming up here as we're about to get underway at the Pickler in Arizona. Now, I've never been to a Pickler, which seems like a great facility. I know they have a few tournaments there. I'll tell you what, though, I think indoor pickleball is the way the game should be played. I just think that when touch and finesse are so important, the elements really make the game a lot less fun. In tennis, in the wind, you know, it's obviously a much heavier ball. You can kind of make adjustments and figure it out. In pickleball, it can be almost impossible at times. So I'm happy for their sake that this is taking place indoors. Again, all 4 of these teams, our semifinal teams, will be competing in Atlanta at the 2005 National Championships, which will take place at the Lifetime in Peachtree Corners, which is a massive facility. They have like a bajillion courts. I've been there twice. Beat Pablo Tellez at Peachtree Corners. A little fun fact for you. Anyway, enough about me. I'm excited for this match here. Excited for a little mixed doubles again. We got Preston on the far side here. Emily and Preston here, and then on the far side we've got Mr. Fonseca and Leanna. You can see them talking a little strategy. I don't have the audio here, but there is certainly more strategy probably in mixed doubles than in any other avenue in pickleball. Maybe they're just checking the ball here. Leanna is 24 years old from Redondo Beach, California. And she also plays basketball. So there we go. I think we've got everybody introduced. Lots of stud athletes out here today at the Pickler. We're about to fire it up. I like that. She keeps those feet moving. Find me out there, I look like a gargoyle. Got to keep the feet going. All right, Grand Canyon going to fire us away here. 0-0, first to 21. Not sure what he's going over there. Oh. I stand corrected. San Diego State's going to start us off. Emily to serve. Let's play pickleball. Wow. Fonseca showing a little Brazilian super heat there. You're going to see most of these returns come back to the female. Just because the male has a little bit more power on the drives in the middle. So she's got to be ready to play every single drop if she has to. Fonseca to serve, Grand Canyon 1-0. Wow, what a reset. That's just good stuff from the leg sleeve king there. I thought they were cooked. He resets it in just beautifully off the back leg, able to generate a pop-up. Then he flies across the middle and puts it away. 1-1. Man, Emily's cross-court dink is just a beaut. Gets super low and curls that ball around. Oh my! This guy. Maybe it's the leg sleeves. That is the second consecutive point with just an incredible offensive reset, which you do not see very often. What a drop. I can't believe it. I think that's the first cross-court dink I've seen Emily miss. I mean, she hits it so aggressively with so much spin, it was only a matter of time. She's got to keep going for that shot. It's pretty impressive. Short serve. Good angle off the return. Nice coverage. Oh, it hits the light. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's San Diego State's point there. Outdoors, that ball's in. Inside, it hits the light. That's a really good drop. Yeah, I don't know if that's the right ball to attack for Emily, but Preston has done a really good job of being ready Off the high ball, he's ready to counter, puts it right down at her feet. 4-2, San Diego State. Man, my man is just showing out. This is when, if I were Grand Canyon, I'd call it timeout. Preston's feeling himself. His counters, resets. Sometimes in pickleball, everything just works out for you, and sometimes it goes the other way. But he's hot right now. Yeah, he maybe overextends just a bit. He comes all the way across to take that dink, and that opens up a little bit of the court. I think if I'm him, I'm going to let Emily hit most of those forehand cross-court dinks. That seems to be her bread and butter. And she pushes it just a little bit wide. That's a tough angle to find. Still haven't seen Fonseca miss a drop, but it didn't matter there. 6-3, I believe, here for Grand Canyon. No, San Diego, my bad. Yeah, pushes that drop just a little bit wide. Oftentimes, the middle is the best place to drop. You've seen a couple missed drops where they're going for the angle there. Yeah. I think that one might have hit the line or something. Good pressure from Preston. That's been the story of this game. Preston has really been the one applying more pressure. Another missed dink. I'm jinxing her. And that's one thing that differentiates men's and mixed, is that in men's, it's really helpful to have a steady, solid, consistent player like an Arthur. But in mixed, the man has to be willing to be uber aggressive. That's typically the teams that do very well. You can't be missing left and right, but you got to have somebody that can play big in the middle, and he's doing that right now. Great drop. Yeah, that's not it. He slides over, and if he's going to slide over and take that ball out of the air, he better end the point there, because if he doesn't, there's a gaping hole on the left side, and Mr. Fonseca just pokes it right by him. Yeah, that's a good drop. She tries a good dink. She tries to take it out of the air and right into the bottom of the net. I think it's a fine line. I think taking dinks out of the air is great, but when you start missing too many of them, maybe give yourself a little more time. Cross-court exchange here for the ladies. He does it again. He slides over to that middle, and I actually like that play. I think it was the right move. The ball was sitting up pretty high, but Mr. Fonseca said, no, sir. Goes right back behind him again. Oh, a little dropper, but he's there. Yeah, that just kind of shows you some of the athleticism that's coming into pickleball. I think when most people who don't play pickleball think of pickleball, they're not envisioning points that look like that. He was flying all over the place. 9-6 here, San Diego State. There's the buttery drop. He got bailed out there. He leaves that speed up just a little bit high. But poor Leanna hits it into the net. I think we have an end switch here. I believe it is 11-6 for San Diego State. They certainly have a pretty decent lead here. So again, I think a huge reason that San Diego State is on top here is that Mr. Preston is just being a little bit more aggressive. I don't think that is Arthur's game style, as we saw him have a lot of success in the men's doubles match. I think he'd like to play consistent high percentage pickleball. However, in mix, you've got to take chances. You've got to be a little more aggressive, and so I think we may see that a little bit from him coming out of the switch.
Let's go. You got this. Right here. Let's go. There you go. You got it. One at a time. Let's go.
All right, let's play pickleball. Wow. Really nice overhead there from Arthur. He gets it deep at the feet. Preston shanks it to Scottsdale. You're in Scottsdale. He shanks it to Sabino Canyon. That's in Tucson. All right. 7-11, I believe. Or nope, I think we've got 8-11 here. Really nice drive. And she can't quite get it to trickle over there, but I like that. I like Arthur driving that ball. I think that's the first time I've seen him drive a ball the entire day. I think we got 12-8 now for San Diego State. Yeah, he's playing bigger. I think maybe earlier on in that match, he left that ball just a little bit high. He might have let that go, but you can tell he's trying to assert himself, grab a little bit more of the court. And he misses it just long.
That's all right. That's all right. Let's go shake it
I
out.
love driving the first couple there. I think when you're that far in, the ball's that low, you got to drop that third ball there. Although I probably would have driven it. Looping serve.
Yes, yes, yes. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Looks like maybe we're getting a couple iffy bounces there. A couple frames off the top of the paddle there for San Diego State. 10-13 now. Wow, great ATP, great ATP. Defense, we're still playing. Mr. Preston recognized that the ATP was open. He covered it beautifully. 14-10 now. Yeah, and that's just the duck. I think he was maybe anticipating a better drive. Preston left it high, right down the pipe, 90 mile an hour. Hits it in the net. 15-10.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
All right, they've got the ball back here now. 11-15. Grand Canyon's going to need to make a dent in that lead. And they've got to do it now. Fonseca to serve. Yep, good deep serve on the line.
Let's go, Liana, right here.
Hits that backhand into the net. 12-15 now. Leanna on the docket here. Yeah, that's just low percentage. Hard to play that ball back cross. I think you got to drop that ball middle. 16-12 San Diego State. Wow, how in tarnation did that go over? I don't know, but it doesn't matter because Emily was there for the scorpion put away anyway. Looks like we're going to have a quick timeout here from Grand Canyon. Kind of a last-ditch effort to slow some momentum. San Diego State looking to assert control over this match if they can get this first mixed game here. And we'll take you to a quick ad, guys. We'll be right back. This has been some high-level stuff. All right, we're back here. Grand Canyon called a quick timeout. San Diego State is now only 4 points away from taking this first mixed doubles match.
You got it right
Again, maybe they're going to hope for a mixed serve. Just try to slow the momentum a little bit. Good return. That is a little bit wide. She left her patented forehand cross-court drop just a little high, and Leanna was there to get her right down at the feet. 13-17. Yeah, that's too good. Fonseca trying to drive that ball a little bit more often, but you can tell he's definitely more comfortable playing the drop. 18-13, they're 3 points away here. There it is. She doesn't miss that ball. Yeah. I think that Leanna's allowing herself just to be pushed a little too far off that line. See a lot of these points, a lot of these hands battles. She's 2, 3, 4 feet off the kitchen line. Just gives a big advantage to her opponents. 19-13. Yeah.
All right, let's go. Hold
Emily's just grinding her down with that forehand cross. I'd hate to be on the right side playing against her, I'll tell you that. We got a match point here, 20-13. Big serve there. Can they stay alive? Nice scorpion defense there from Leanna. Again, you must win on your serve here. So if Grand Canyon can string together a couple of points, San Diego State might start to feel a little nervous. Not quite there yet. Okay, missed return. 15-20 now. Fonseca walks up to the line. Much better shape on those drives. And it just sails long. Again, she's just a little far off the kitchen line there. Gonna be really hard to get that ball down. Match point again. Wow. Not over yet. Wow. Fonseca able to generate some ridiculous power with that backhand smash. 16-20. No timeout, no nothing, 16-20. If they win this point, you might see San Diego take a timeout. Wow. And as I predicted, San Diego State will take a timeout. That's one of the beautiful things about the freeze. Well, beautiful if you're Grand Canyon, not so nice if you're San Diego State. 17-20. Again, San Diego State must not only get the ball back, but then they must win that final point on their serve. So there is a real chance for Grand Canyon to come back and sneak this one out here. For San Diego State, you got to take a deep breath. Make sure you make this return. Try to get yourself into the point. I mean, I think they've been winning that cross-court exchange between females here. If I'm Emily, I'm going to say, all right, I'll sit here and hit 100 dinks. Let's see if you can do anything with it. They've been initiating a little bit more, and Grand Canyon's been ready for it. So if I'm San Diego State, I would just let's engage in a cross-court dink rally and see if you can do it. All right, Fonseca to serve, 17-20. And she just, again, just needed a little bit more on that one. Leaves it a little bit high into the top of the net. We've got another game point here. Good deep serve, and that's going to go wide, and San Diego State survives. They will now take a 2-1 advantage here going into our second mismatch. Again, I thought that was a great match. I think Preston really set the tone early. He was the clear aggressor. He got hot, and Grand Canyon, I think they adjusted. I thought Fonseca played a little bit more aggressively there in the second half, but they just could not fight their way back. So San Diego State will take the 2-1 advantage, and we will go to a quick commercial break before our second mixed match. Thanks for joining us here, guys, at the 2025 DUPR Collegiate Arizona Super Regionals.
What's your DUPR?
When the world sleeps, greatness rises. And while others dream of the next level, we chase it, challenging every limit, turning obstacles into stepping stones. Because the next level isn't just handed to you, it's earned. Go next level with 6-0 Pickleball.
Alrighty guys, welcome back here to the 2025 Collegiate Pickleball Tour Super Regionals out here at the Pickler in Scottsdale, Arizona. We have San Diego State against Grand Canyon 2. Been an entertaining match thus far. San Diego State just won our first mixed doubles match, which will give them a 2-1 advantage here. Again, warming up drives and drops. We'll get started here shortly. I'll talk to you a little bit about our players here. All right, playing for San Diego State, we're going to have Megan Morales, hometown Monterrey, Mexico, which we like to see. Major in neuroscience and psychology, sports background in ballet, tennis, and golf. Sponsored by Carbon. How about that? She likes going to the beach and drinking matcha. Who doesn't? Okay, and then on the other side here, we're going to have Mr. Nick Colorado, who again is a major in marketing and sales. And he will be partnered up with Sophia Thompson from Fargo, North Dakota. She is a senior, and her major is marketing and advertising. And she was a tennis player, which I'm sure we will be able to see as we let this match unfold. Again, San Diego State now has a 2-1 advantage. So if they can get up early, Grand Canyon might start getting a little bit tight. If Grand Canyon is able to win this game, then we will go to a Dream Breaker, which again is pickleball singles in kind of a wacky format here, where we play first to 21 and players play 4-point switches. But for now, we're focused on this mixed doubles match here. Again, just going through the preliminary match debriefing here. Did the 6-0 coin flip. Looks like Grand Canyon's going to start on the near side here. We've got Sophia and Xavier. Xavier was a 2022 Junior Boy National Champion in singles and doubles. And he actually owns his own pickleball paddle company called Paddle Balls. How about that? Not bad for a freshman in college. You wouldn't want to know the things I was doing when I was 19. Didn't have my own paddle company, I'll tell you that. All right, looks like we're ready to go. We've got Megan Morales firing it up here for San Diego State on the far side. Let's play pickleball. Yeah, and again, I'm interested to see how Xavier does here. I would think he would be a great mixed player. He's long, he's got lots of power. 1-0, Grand Canyon. And he gets the short ball that he wanted, but he pushes it just a little bit long. I think we're going to see a lot of that from him. Big serves, big drives. 1-all. Yeah, that's a really good third volley there. Fourth ball there. Sophia able to curl that thing out wide. Too much to handle for Morales. Yeah, that's just a super high drop. She jumps out of the kitchen line. Very acrobatic move from Morales. Whips that thing out wide, and we are tied. Yeah, he's going to slide over and take that third shot drop from Morales. The problem is when he recovers, he opens up a big hole in the middle there. We've got 3-2 for Grand Canyon. Another big serve. And that's the second drop that he's flubbed there. That one a lot less pretty than the last. You know, I think it's good to start off gripping and ripping, but if you start missing drives, you might want to start playing a little more conservatively. Nice put away there. Little Scorpion out wide. 4-3 Grand Canyon here. Yeah, we've played nothing but side-out pickleball here, meaning no one has won a point on their serve yet. We've had 4 straight switches on the serve. 4-4. Morales on the docket here. That's just a little bit long there. I like that she's being aggressive, trying to break the stalemate on serve here, but push that one just a little bit long. Like what defense? Jeez, that is insane. 4 or 5 incredible gets, and then somehow he jumps and just feathers that one after he just Mr. Colorado. Pretty impressive stuff from Powerball guy. 6-4. Yeah, smart decision there for Xavier to drop that ball. Traditionally, once that ball's below your kneecaps, you're going to want to drop it. It's a lot higher, go ahead and rip it. When it's low, drop the ball. I also try to drive the ball on my shoestrings. I'm pretty good at it. 7-4. Right there, that's not a low drive, right? Good example. Make a little more. You try to hit that one off your shoestrings, it's another 3 feet long. 5-7 here. San Diego State trying to get something going. Yeah, good lead.
Hey, nice and solid, nice and clean.
So serious, I'm coming inside out forehand. I think it's fine, which is fine as long as your partners will have it cover a lot of my court. Yeah, that's really nice. You're going to see that player try to cheat over to the middle. And when that happens, it leaves open that hole down the line. She poked it right down. 8-6. 6-8, rather. Nice extended dink rally here. I actually like that move from Xavier. He leans over and takes that high dink out of the air, but pushes it just a little bit long. We've got 7-8 now for San Diego. Great transition there. She got the high forehand. And again, sometimes that high ball is not about pace. It's about getting the ball down at the feet. She tried to hit it right through him there. Yeah, that's just really good speed and really good hands from Xavier. He is clearly the creator on this court. And if he gets hot, I'm not sure there's going to be much San Diego State can do. (10-7) here. Yeah, he just pushes that slice drop a little bit wide, trying so desperately hard to get it to the female. Sometimes they can do that. The male player tries to attack the woman a little too much. Can lead to a few unforced errors. Whew. That's the best drive we've seen this match from Colorado. They were caught unwinding the stack, and he hit it right at the feet. Yeah, nice move there, really extending his reach over to the middle of the court, and we're going to have Grand Canyon up 11-9 here at the side switch. Again, Grand Canyon needs to win this match to stay alive here. Looks like the teams are commiserating. We'll go to a quick break, and we'll be right back for the second half of this match. All right, we're back here. Preston out there talking to his teammates, trying to get him fired up. He certainly does not want to play a Dream Breaker, although I'd be interesting to see that guy play singles. He's probably pretty good. What I see here thus far, I think this is really going to come down to the play of Mr. Xavier, Mr. Paddleboss on the far side. I think he has the most offense of anybody on the court, and Grand Canyon's going to kind of go as he goes.
Great shot, Megan.
Yeah. He hits a pretty solid drive and then tries to immediately crash. Morales able to get it relatively low, so he was not able to attack. He misses it in the net. Really good reset from Morales. Oh, that's disgusting. Again, when he cheats over to the middle of that court, if he's able to feather that back behind him, that can be lethal. And what a two-handed roll there from Mr. Colorado. 11-11.
That's so good, Megan.
And Morales is just sitting. She knows that first volley's coming to her, and she has been ready for it the last 2 or 3 times. Pretty impressive stuff. San Diego State has a lead. One more point, we might see a timeout. And really good. Oh, did it go in? Wow. I thought that looked wide to me, but he just feathers it over the shoulder of Colorado. 12 all. That could be a huge point in this match. Sophia up to the line. Shorter serve.
It's a great shot.
And that's impressive. She goes to the back corner
You know.
of Xavier. He's not expecting it there, and it opens it up the middle of that court. Excellent for Morales.
Come on, Nick.
Yeah, that's really good. And such good court awareness to let that one go. When it's flying high like that, it looks like a meatball. So tempting to hit, but it's out by 2 or 3 feet, and oh, baby.
Fresh it off.
She stares back at the camera. How did I do that? She really just rushed the serve. Sometimes you got to slow yourself down and take a minute.
All good, Nick.
That's an easy volley. He's going to want back. 2 careless mistakes from San Diego State, and after gaining the momentum, we're back all square, 14 all.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, baby.
Great return,
That's
Megan.
probably got to be a drop again. When you're 2 feet from the net and the ball is below the net line, almost impossible to successfully drive it. Nerves coming into play here. We've seen some easy balls that these players wouldn't have missed early on in the match. Everything feeling just a little tighter now. 15-0.
Come on.
Oof, 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 oof. And again, it looks like he's just not quite taking his time. Trying to get to that kitchen line so quickly. Well, you're never going to get there if you miss the drive in the net. Really good return.
Come on, let's go. There we go.
Left it a little bit high.
Keep going. Come on.
Didn't matter. You got to bend your knees, especially when you're that tall. 17-15 San Diego State now. And again, that's probably a drop. Just a little bit low. Your margins have to be so good when you're trying to rip that low ball. 16-17 here. San Diego State 4 points away from the dub. And a missed return. She tries that pattern for the 3rd time in a row. I don't hate the pattern, but in this moment, I probably got to play my percentages and go cross court. Going down the line, the net's a little bit higher. We've got a timeout called here by San Diego State. 17-17. And again, at this point in the match, I think whoever plays more mistake-free pickleball is going to come out on top. It was a pretty clean match up until about 13-all, 14-all, and both sides have missed serves, missed returns, missed easy floaters. Got to try to find a way to breathe and just play your game here. Nerves definitely kicking in for both sides. Megan and Emily sharing a hug. Sometimes that's all you need, is a hug. Coach Preston seems to be gliding out there. All right, here we go. Grand Canyon to serve, 17-all. Yeah, I like that he took a little bit off of that drive, but Morales a couple feet off the kitchen line, ready to defend. 18-17, San Diego State. Yeah, that's a really nice move. She just left that drop a little bit high. He slides over and finds the middle. 18-all. Wow, really good defense on the side of the Grand Canyon, but it doesn't matter. Mr. Colorado, tomahawk spike, thank you very much. Opens up the middle of the court with the roll. 19-18. Great drop. Gotta be patient here if I'm San Diego State. Wow.
Come on, one more.
Xavier caught cheating in the middle. She takes the forehand opposite field home run right over his left shoulder. We've got a game point, match point, San Diego State. And that'll do it. Miss return. San Diego State better in the big moments. They will move on to the finals. Handshakes, hugs all around. Great performance from Grand Canyon. Awesome comeback earlier in the day. I think they just got a little bit tight as that match approached the end line. San Diego State clears the hurdle, and they're into our finals. Alrighty, guys. Well, that was a thrilling match. We're going to take a brief breather here before we get underway. Our next semifinal, more exciting collegiate pickleball to come. Thanks for staying with us, guys. Be right back.
What's your DUPR?
When the world sleeps, greatness rises. And while others dream of the next level, we chase it, challenging every limit, turning obstacles into stepping stones. Because the next level isn't just handed to you, it's earned. Go next level with 6-0 Pickleball.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back. That was an exciting first semifinal match, and we have our second semifinal up for you now. We're going to have USC 1 against Grand Canyon 1. So I know we just saw Grand Canyon play, but this is their first team. And if their second team is any indication, their first team must be pretty darn tough. USC has 550 members on their pickleball team, which is pretty astounding. They're ranked number 12th in the nation. Sponsored by Yola, No Apologies Nutrition, Skechers, and Ace Pickleball Club. They are comprised of 24-year-old Brian Tinsley, 21-year-old Hannah Jang, 21-year-old Luke Pham, and 21-year-old Kylie Tran. I'll tell you a little bit more about them as we go on. Grand Canyon 1, this is their 5th year as a club with 16 travel team members. Pretty impressive. They are the college team with the most games, DUPR tournament games played, which is pretty interesting. They're comprised of 21-year-old Carter Eldridge, 21-year-old Adam Jones, 20-year-old Sophia Gargiulo, and 20-year-old Allie Evanson. And again, I'll tell you a little bit more about those guys as we get underway here. But looks like the teams are kind of chatting, talking about strategies. I imagine we're going to do gender doubles here first. And we'll get rocking and rolling. Again, all 4 of these teams have already qualified for the National Championships, which will take place in Atlanta, April 11th through the 13th at Lifetime in Peachtree Corners. I think that might be the biggest Lifetime facility, or at least the Lifetime with the most pickleball courts. I've played a couple PPAs there a couple times. Beautiful facility, plenty of space on the baseline there. Oh, my dad just said that Tony Romo has nothing on me, which is a compliment, I guess. People say I look like Tony Romo, actually, which is a compliment. I mean, he's a decent-looking guy, probably like a 7 out of 10, which, if I'm there, that's fine for me. Referee going over some formalities here. He's going to call the kitchen faults. He's going to call the score. Players are always responsible for calling their own lines. If you appeal to the referee, they will occasionally overrule it if they feel like they see it clearly, but a lot of the times they're going to tell you, I didn't see it clearly enough to make an overrule. So again, we're going to play at least 3 matches here, women's doubles, men's doubles, and then at least 1 mixed match. If one team sweeps 3-0, that'll be all she wrote. If we are at least at 2-1, then we will play that 4th mixed match, and if we're tied at 2, we will play a dream breaker. So again, the ladies are going to start warming up here. I'll tell you a little bit about who we've got on the court here. So from USC, we've got Hannah Jang. She is a senior, major chemical engineering and data science masters. I can tell you I wouldn't last 1 semester with those majors. Pickleball achievements, this is interesting. She was a silver medalist for PPA Las Vegas 5.0 mixed. And I'll tell you, that level is super high, so that's impressive. She was the captain of the USC club tennis team for 3 years. Not too shabby. Her partner is going to be Kylie Tran, who's from Alameda, California, also a senior. She is a major in business administration, AI minor. Can you major or minor in AI? I guess you can. She has a tennis and a soccer background, and she was a silver medalist in the 4.5 PPA. She likes fashion, innovating, and she says on this that she's a loving girlfriend. That's important. For our other team, Grand Canyon 1, we will have Sophia Gargiulo. She's from El Dorado Hills, California. She is a junior major in mechanical engineering. She is a pole vaulter, or was a pole vaulter, sponsored by Engage Pickleball, and she likes dirt biking and working on cars. 2 things you also wouldn't see me doing. Last, we have Allie Evanson. She's from Bend, Oregon, sports background in volleyball, and she likes to do crochet, which is admirable. She is an accounting major. So we're gonna let these gals get warmed up here. We're gonna take a quick break, and the action will get back underway. Again, we got USC 1 against Grand Canyon 1.
What's your DUPR?
All right, we're back. Still warming up here, drives and drops. Super important to feel the ball.
I'm just gonna get little something. I'm barely gonna get anything.
That's what you want to do, is just make sure that right before play you have a good feel for what the paddle's going to do when you start gripping and ripping. Oh, she's got that new Yola Pro 4, I think. It's hard to tell. Paddle technology has changed so much over the last year and a half. It's tough to keep up, but paddles certainly make a big difference in today's landscape, that's for sure. Looks like everybody here is going to be wearing black, so we'll let you know who's going to be where just shortly.
I'm going to church. I was saying God, please.
I knew she was gonna miss that return.
You can see one of our gals wearing those glasses. You see more and more players wearing the glasses, because although it is a plastic ball, occasionally it comes at 112 miles an hour. And the last thing you want to do is look like Pirate after a pickleball match. GCU1 won the coin toss, the 6-0 go next level coin toss. They chose to be home, so USC is going to be serving and on the far side, which means GCU1 is on the near side here.
I know.
Alrighty, he's giving their names out.
There's not Starbucks?
I would imagine talking about the format. But we're about ready to get underway here. All right, USC, the Trojans, starting off on the far side here, 0-0. Really good level there. Able to get that backhand down at the feet. She's unable to reset it. Grand Canyon 1 takes the early lead. Sophia serving. A lot of net courts today. C&D. What's going on? Just kidding. C&D really do have the best nets in pickleball. They don't pay me. That's unbiased. 1-all. That's a really good volley. Oof. I think that was a slightly premature jump. She came off her feet a little bit early there. Hit that one on the way down right into the top of the net. 2-1 USC. Holy smokes. That ball's coming hot, and she just couldn't get out of the way. I think it was going to hit the fence, but it didn't matter. Again, this ball comes so quickly sometimes. Even if it's going out, it's hard to move. Yeah, USC clearly committed to driving that third ball. And so far, they've done it with a lot of success. Really good drop there. Yeah, just a premature trigger pull there. And that's what happens sometimes in pickleball. You get down a little bit early and you try to force the issue, which typically snowballs, and you get down even more. And there you go, missed return, missed speed up into the net, missed return. If I am Grand Canyon, I'm calling a timeout right now. Well, I probably wouldn't, but that's what you should do. Yep, they're creating a lot of havoc. And one thing that's difficult about the lefty-righty combo is that there has to be a clear, established person who's sliding over and taking that middle ball. It appears to be a little confusion on the side of Grand Canyon when the ball's in the middle. All right. So Grand Canyon finally gets the ball back here. 2-7. Poof! That was like a Chris Hayworth forehand there. Absolutely furious roller off the court. We've got Hannah on the right and Kaylee on the left here. I think she floats that volley a little bit long, and she does. USC up 9-2 here. Great defense. Finally gets one to land in the kitchen, and here we go. Oh, that was the easiest ball of the entire sequence there. She just pulls up on it a little bit. Grand Canyon gets the ball back, and they need a couple here so they can switch in a better position. Again, a little bit of communication on that middle ball. Really good taking those out of the air. Yeah, great move in the middle there. Sophia slides, puts it away. 4-9. Wow. And again, she's moving in. She stops halfway to the kitchen line. And Kylie able to put it right at her feet there. 10-4 here. Another leg court. Yeah, and that's what she's done a couple of times now. Sophia's taken a step back and tried to speed up off the bounce, and when that happens, you're just left a little bit out of position. Unless the speed up is perfect, there's going to be a lot of room for USC to operate here. So we've got 11-4 for USC, and I think Grand Canyon's got to try to slow the game down just a little bit. USC's playing fast. They're driving almost every third, and Grand Canyon has countered that by speeding up a little too frequently and missing a couple returns. And they have to assign a clear role for who's going to take that middle ball. Right now, anytime the ball's going down the middle for Grand Canyon, both players are looking at each other like, whose ball is that? So I want to see them slow this game down, and I want to see one person making that clear move to cover the middle. Even still, it might be too much. All right. She does have that new Yola. Here we go, 11-4. Yep, and there it is. And the drive wasn't even that good, but because they're down a little bit tight, she flubs it in the net, 12-4. Really nice drop. They needed that one. All right, 5-12 for Grand Canyon here now. Sophia to serve. And that is nasty. She ropes the forehand inside in. Such a small window to hit that ball to. She went for broke and it worked out that time. Nice drop. Ooh, and I think yep, ball was called in. It looked in from my point of view. Initially called out there by Kylie, but she changes her mind. Realized the ball was in and makes the call adjustment. You like to see that little sportsmanship out here in the collegiate pickleball circuit. I don't know if we've lost the ball. All right, here we go. Sophia to serve. Big run here for Grand Canyon. 3 in a row. And there we go. They get the ball back. That drop was just a little bit high. She pushes it back at the feet. I think we've got 13-7. Ooh, massive forehand rip from Kaylee. Sails it just a little bit long, but she certainly has a lot of power. Good patience there at the kitchen line. You see, they're not trying to put the weight, just push them back deep, push them back deep. A short roller! Wow. Great variety from Kaylee there. The thing is, if you push them back deep consistently 6 or 7 times in a row, they're not going to be anticipating that short ball. Work to perfection. 14-8. Oh, baby. She got the pop-up off the drive and just finished a little too much below her waist. You got to still come through that ball. Can't go straight down on it when you're that far back. Serving to Hannah. Allie with a super high drop. Staying in it, though. And puts it right on the line. If USC can continue to get their serve back at this clip, they should be able to walk to the finish line here. Hannah to serve.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that ball's going to hit the fence. It might hit the pickler sign, folks. But again, it's so difficult to get out of the way when you have that little reaction time. 16-9. Might be time for a timeout, but they don't do it. Yep. Unfortunately for Grand Canyon, they've just missed way too many fourths. You have to put that fourth volley back in the court, and they've missed probably 5 or 6 of them. And there's another one. Timeout. Grand Canyon. Unfortunately, I think it might be a little too late. Alrighty, guys, we're going to take a quick break here and see if Grand Canyon can find their way back into this match.
What's your duper?
All right, we're back. USC blowing Grand Canyon right off the court right now. Unable to handle their drives up to this point. Gonna need to really change something up to get back in this match. 18-9. Great drop. Good reset. All right, that's a makeable ball for Kaylee. She hits it just a little bit long, but they have a nice cushion here. 10-18, now or never for Grand Canyon. Yeah, that's really nice from Sophia. She really thrives when she's able to take that backhand out of the air, especially when it's about belt high. She's got a lot of power generated on that side. 11-18. And there's a missed return. One more point and you might see a timeout from USC taken here. If I'm Grand Canyon, I got to keep playing aggressive and loose here. Perhaps we have a heckler in the crowd being lambasted by the head referee asserting his dominance over the match. Not sure that's what was happening, but that's what it looked like. 12-18. Yeah, good drop. They're both in. Great defense. And a nice angle there from Hannah. Sometimes on the overhead, it's not about trying. It's almost impossible to hit it straight through the court. You've got to try to maximize your angles. Great ball there. 19-12. Holy guacamole, if she would have hit that one. That first drive was going to hit the pickler sign. And you would think at this point Grand Canyon would be ready for the drive on the third shot, but they still look a little flustered every time it happens. And that's just a ball that you cannot drive. It's coming so slowly, it looks like a meatball, but it's dropping below the net line, and you've got to drop it. 2013 game point USC. And there it is. That's a microcosm for the entire match. USC rips and roars their way to a 21-13 victory, taking the early advantage in this first match. To be frank, this match was all about the drive. USC just had too much offense for Grand Canyon on that third shot, and they were unable to handle that first ball. We're going to take a quick break here, guys. We'll come back for men's doubles. USC out to a hot start.
When the world sleeps, greatness rises. And while others dream of the next level, we chase it. Challenging every limit, turning obstacles into stepping stones. Because the next level isn't just handed to you, it's earned. Go next level with 6-0 Pickleball.
All right, we're back here for men's doubles, and we've got some highly skilled pickleball players here. For USC 1, we're going to have Brian Tinsley, 24 years old. Maybe going for that super senior category. I don't blame him. I stay in school as long as you can, kids. And then we've got Luke Pham, and Luke's a name that I've recognized. I think he's probably played a few PPA qualifiers. I recognize the name. A 5.6 doubles DUPR. That's pretty super if you ask me. He has a fan club, his own fan club called The Family, spelled with a P, and he wants to give a shout out to his girlfriend, Melody. That's a great name, Melody. So the gentlemen are warming up here again, drops, drives, resets, all the things. I'll be interested to see how this one plays out. Again, USC can really apply pressure if they're able to win this match before we go into mixed doubles. But all these Grand Canyon people, they've been real scrappy. Grand Canyon, people don't know this, Grand Canyon has a heck of a college basketball program and one of the best college basketball atmospheres in the country. Bet you didn't know that. Maybe you did. So again, these teams are competing for, I think, maybe around 3,000 bones today, 3,000 bucks. And as a college kid, that's more like the equivalent to 50 grand. And both of these teams, as well as the other two semifinals, will be competing in the National Championships powered by DUPR in Atlanta, April 11th through the 13th at Lifetime in Peachtree Corners. Again, it's a beautiful facility there. They have about 150,000 pickleball courts. Really a cool place. We're going to see a lot of power on this court. Lots of big serves, lots of big drives. My man up there on the right looks like he's got some pretty fast hands. That's one thing I don't have. Fast hands. Big backhand, big serve, big drive. Nice roll, slow hands. It's all right, though. I'm working on it, okay? Working on it. I would imagine we've got about 30 seconds, 45 seconds left here. Typically, teams will end with a little bit of fast hands where you stand at the kitchen line and try to go back and forth. Again, following the ball with your eyes is so important, especially early on in these matches. Even the slightest lapse of focus can set you back big time. All right, we've got USC starting on the near side. Again, Luke Pham and Brian. Yola it out. Got a brand new Perseus 4. In the paddle, this shall not be named. Am I allowed to say that? The Ma. Still legal, folks. Couple more months, okay? All right, Brian's going to tee us off here. Again, USC looking to start quickly here. And that's a really good volley. One-handed flicker right at the toes. Grand Canyon is going to get the ball back right away. 1-0. Really nice backhand dinks there. Ooh, he looks for the Ernie. It's not there. Guy reminds me a little of J-Dub. Great scoop dink. Ooh. Did that stay in? It did not. A little bit long there on the speed up down the line. It was there. 2-0 Grand Canyon. And goes for the inside in speed up. It sails just a little wide. You're going to see that combination a lot today where the guys are going to drive the first ball so they can get an easier ball to drop. Good serve there. Clips the net cord and sails just a little bit long. Was a great drop from Pham. 3-1 Grand Canyon. He goes for the Ernie and beautifully done. You're going to look to set that Ernie up by a dink down the line. If you can notice that your opponent on the far side is paying really close attention to the ball and not watching you, you can occasionally leap over the kitchen line like you did there. Very impressive. Good patience here from Pham. And that's going to go in the net. Great depth from Pham. USC is going to get the ball back here. It is 4-2 Grand Canyon. Big B, Brian up to serve. That's a little deckle bar serve there. Wow, driving crash executed to perfection. Brian's going to trust his partner Luke there to hit a good drive. He crashes over the middle and then backhand tomahawk down the middle. They're going to try to do the same thing again. Yee! Just a little bit too early on that trigger pull. It was there. But early on in this match, gotta work your way into it. 4-4. And just a whisker long on that return. Big B's got a big serve, I can tell you that. 5-4 USC. Yeah, he's going to leave that return a little bit short. Big drive from Brian. But he was ready at the net. 5-all. Easy drop he's going to want to have back. Pretty even match thus far. 6-5 USC. Big serve from Brian coming. One of the first extended dink rallies of the match we've seen. Constantly looking for the Ernie over there. Good speed up down the line. Can't get around it. 6-all. Woo. Luke pulls the trigger down the middle. And it's a clean winner. That's a speed up I look to hit quite a lot. Now, it'll work the first couple of times generally because people aren't expecting it. However, if you rely too much on that backhand speed up down the middle, that person with the forehand in the middle is going to punish you. So it's nice to break out every now and then again. However, you don't want to rely on it too much. 7-all here. Yeah, that's a big drive into the body. 8-7 for Grand Canyon. Again, Grand Canyon needs this one to make this game even. They're down 1-0 in the match. Just tries to do a little bit too much with that drop. Watch for the big serve and the big drive here. I think he's giving him a warning here. Nope, not a warning. I'm not exactly sure what the protocol is. I think he's going to say he left his feet, which you're not allowed to do during the serve. So Grand Canyon gets the point and the ball back. And what a gentleman's move. Grand Canyon purposefully misses the serve to give the point back. You typically don't see this kind of sportsmanship in pickleball, but I applaud these youngsters for doing that there. Easy, easy dink, just a little tight. Lets that ball get behind his shoulder. Unable to pull it back around. 10-9 USC. Holy guacamole. Luke Pham. Family. Oh! Oh, man, the family. We're going to have a lot to say about that after that incredible reset. He flies into the kitchen line, unable to hit the easy one. 10-all. What a move, family. Stand up. He reads the speed up down the line. We've got a side change. We've got a quick ad. We'll see you guys here in just a second. Grand Canyon up, or USC up, 11-10.
World sleeps, greatness rises. And while others dream of the next level, we chase it, challenging every limit, turning obstacles into stepping stones. Because the next level isn't just handed to you, it's earned. Go next level with 6-0 Pickleball.
All right, we're back, folks. We have USC leading 11-10. They captured the women's doubles match, 21-13. So far, I think this is a pretty even match. I think both teams are playing extremely aggressive pickleball. And I think the team that slows the game down a little bit more here in the second half is going to find their way to the winning side. I've seen a lot of tight drops. Sometimes you watch even the best players. They're not trying to hit the world's perfect drop every time they hit one. They're trying to put one high over the net, give themselves margin for error, and wait for that second or third or fourth ball. Sometimes what I do is try to hit the best drop in the world off your back foot behind the baseline, and you end up missing quite a few of those. So especially in rally scoring, I think you need to give yourself more margin. A little bit high there from Brian on the drop. Carter's able to get it down at the feet. Tie game. And just not there on the drop. That's one he'll probably make 85% of the time. Got to hold that ball on your paddle just a little bit longer. 12-11 here. Good drive, crossbody. Pokes it into the net. Sometimes going back behind that person taking away the middle is the right thing to do. 13-11. Ooh. A very acrobatic Ernie there. Using the forehand side to just roll that one down the middle. That could be a huge point. Yeah, great patience there. Great resets. Wow. The floor is lava. Great hands from all four men being displayed here. He was just a little bit too far off the kitchen line. Holy moly. Wow, and he gets him again. Carter flying over there with the Ernie. That's two impressive Ernies in the last 3 to 4 points. That was maybe the point of the day. You can tell all these men incredibly athletic, incredibly fast hands. Ball always comes back. And big, he is taking over out there. Vitamin C, Mr. Carter. And once I've been earning a couple times like that, I got to really be mindful of where his positioning is. Really good volley there. And another let court off the drop off his back foot. Grand Canyon with the lead here. Yeah, short return leads to a drive into the body. Grand Canyon on a run here. If I'm USC, I'm calling a timeout, especially if I lose this next point. Great patience getting into the line here. And I think that ball might have been getting out. Adam needs to watch those premature speed ups. His partner's playing so well right now. I think that one was a bit unnecessary. Yeah, that's just a silky drop from Luke, where maybe you might have thought he was going to drive it. Sometimes hitting that offensive drop in that spot is going to earn you even a better pop-up than off the drive. 16 all. That's a really good volley. Rolls it off the court. That's one advantage to being a lefty. You can create some of those unique angles. We've got 17-16 Grand Canyon. Oh, you got to take that out of the air. Ooh. And he flicks it with the one-hander out of the air. I think it may have even clipped the net tape. Pham unable to respond. 18-16 Grand Canyon. Pure power from Pham. Where's the family at? Are they in attendance today? Luke Pham, his own fan club. The family. Family better do something right here if they want to sneak this match out. 17-18. Wow. You can see they're clearly deferring to Luke on that third ball. The problem is he's taking over so much court over there on the right side. It's opening up things all over the place. 19-17 Grand Canyon. That's filthy. And what a leave from Big B. Speeds up down the line. He pushes it just a little bit long. I would have hit that ball 12 out of 10 times. We've got a timeout called here by Grand Canyon. Exciting game here. 18-19. USC looking to jump out to a 2-0 lead in this match. Grand Canyon trying to hold on. We'll be right back for the conclusion of this exciting match. Alrighty, guys, we're back. USC with the rock, down 18-19. Quick timeout from Grand Canyon. Again, you're hoping for a missed serve here. Try to reset. This is obviously a very critical juncture in this match. You want to be relaxed and as focused as possible. 18-19. Bryant, big server. And I think that hit the net court. Nothing they can do over here on the side of Grand Canyon. 19 all. Wow. And that ball's probably going to hit the fence. He's going to want that one back. That down the line speed up has been very successful for Brian these last 3 or 4 points. Got to make the return here if you're Grand Canyon. 2019. And that's that. Grand Canyon reels off 4 straight points to win this match. That's certainly one that Grand Canyon is going to want to have back. That's the thing about pickleball. Felt like Grand Canyon controlled the second half of that match. You get a let court, you get hit a ball that was going out. Just like that, you lose. That's kind of how it goes. It's a point here or there. I thought Luke hit some really good drives, and then Brian with the speed up down the line, and that was kind of the difference in the match, folks. So we will take a quick break. USC now leads 2-0. Grand Canyon will be fighting for their lives in this first mixed match. We will be right back.
What's your DUPR?
When the world sleeps, greatness rises. And while others dream of the next level, we chase it, challenging every limit, turning obstacles into stepping stones. Because the next level isn't just handed to you, it's earned. Go next level with 6-0 Pickleball.
Alrighty, we are back here, 2025 Collegiate Pickleball Tour powered by DUPR. We are at the Pickler in Scottsdale, Arizona. This is our semi-final matchup here between USC and Grand Canyon 1. USC has raced out to a 2-0 lead, meaning if they win this first mixed match, they will be moving on to the finals. Pretty entertaining match thus far. I thought women's was handled pretty routinely by USC. Grand Canyon, I think, really let that second game, that men's doubles match, slip away with a few loose points at the end. So they are really behind the 8 ball here. And yeah, they're going to have to try to start hot. Got nothing to lose here in the semifinals. Looks like we're going to have the very rare lefty-lefty combo going out here for Grand Canyon.
We're going to go find someone ahead. You guys warm up forever.
We've got Allie. Allie and Adam here, dueling lefties, who will give this a go here. And we're going to have Luke Pham and Hannah teaming up for USC, trying to put this one to bed. Again, all of these 4 players have probably hit 1,000 pickleballs here, but they're still going to take their 2 or 3 minute warm-up. Again, you're just trying to feel the ball. You want to be able to trust the paddle from point 1 on. And I was wrong. It's actually Brian and Kate, or no. I was actually correct. It's Luke and Hannah for USC. We've got Allie and Adam for Grand Canyon 1. We'll be underway here just shortly. Again, USC looking to close this one out. Save their legs for the final. Again, what you're going to see here in mixed doubles is you're going to see a lot of balls targeted to the female player. You're going to see a lot of big serves from the guys, a lot of big drives at the woman player up there at the net. And she's just got to be ready for the heat. If you're the male, you've got to play a big middle, but you can't overextend yourself. It's a very fine line you've got to tiptoe between being the aggressor out there and also letting your partner play. Holy moly. Family. Luke Pham shouted out his girlfriend Melody. she's going to be happy if he can pull this dub off. Again, 2,500 to the winning team here, so maybe Mr. Luke can take her out to the Macaroni Grill if they get this dub. Again, like I've said, they'll typically end the warm-up with some fast hands, try to get their hand-eye coordination firing on all cylinders. I think I just saw Mr. Adam flex. He just flexed to the crowd. Down 2-0, still flexing. You gotta love it, baby. That's how you come back from being down 2-0. All right, referee going through formalities as we've talked about. USC is going to fire it up first. We got Kaylee on the docket here, ready to serve. Mr. Pham on the left. Here we go. Wow, that's just a really good drop with that slice in it. It just kicked into her body a little bit. 1-0 USC. That is incredible ATP defense. We're still playing. Adam hit about 3 winners, and finally one of them goes through. Awesome ATP defense. Great point, 1-all. Oh, and there's the dropper. Now, people will tell you that that's the stupidest shot in pickleball, and I disagree. I think it's very situational. He ripped the first 2, 300 miles an hour, which pushes her back, opens up room for the dropper. Clean winner. Ah, tough ball to reset up high. Probably should have hit that one. Puts it into the net. 2-2. Yep, really good drive. Really good serve, sets up the short ball. He finds that right hip. Unable to defend it from there. It's 3-2 for Grand Canyon here. Oof. And he opens up the court, but just sails the backhand a little bit long. Needed to exaggerate the finish just a little more to get that one to drop. It is 3-all. Luke Pham to serve. Great wheels. Holy moly, I like that move. Kind of a surprise attack after he looked like he was recovering back to the middle. But he just floats it long. Great play, though. 4-3 Grand Canyon. Yeah, that's just a tough spot. Wouldn't expect him to go there. Might have even gone out. She's unable to defend it. 5-3 Grand Canyon. And that's just a great return from Luke. He pushes her back deep in the corner. Next ball comes high. And that's all she wrote. 4-5 USC serving. Kaylee, shorter serve. Yeah, really good patience. Really good patience. I think she thought I was in a spot she could handle. It was just a little bit awkward placement. And there's our first missed return of the match. Don't want to give your opponents any free points. 7-4 Grand Canyon. Might be time for a timeout if they lose this point if I'm USC. Really good return. She just misses the drop. 5-7. And that's Silky. Although I guess he clipped the net court there, but an inside-out rope. Family, stand up. 6-7. Yeah, and there's our first missed return from Grand Canyon. A 3-point run here from USC. And that's another missed return. And if I'm Grand Canyon, it's timeout central for me right now. Can't let this go to 11-7 at the switch. Yeah, you can see the males are really sliding over and taking a lot of court. If I'm Haley there, I have to be ready for the speed up off the bounce, especially off his forehand side. 8-all. Really good drive. Again, Luke is going to slide over to that middle and try to take it away. So if you're able to put that ball on a rope down the line, it's going to be tough for him to recover. Very nice. That's just really good. Luke doesn't look like he's earning a lot, not something that he does. So if I'm Adam, I'm okay with dinking that ball back down the line. If he tries to get it crossed, there's a big chance Luke can slide over and take it out of the air, which he's done a few times here. Yeah, that's just silly. Great drop there from Kaylee. He anticipates that ball and puts it right where everyone else is, and 10-9 USC. Yeah, Allie's had a little bit of difficulty handling the slice drop from Pham. When that ball's low and it stays low, it's hard to get it up and down, and she's missed a couple and then also left that one high. USC goes into the break up 11-9. We'll be right back as Grand Canyon fights for their lives here at the 2025 Pickleball Nationals. All right, we're back. USC up 11-9 at the switch here. They've really found their rhythm as of late. If I'm Grand Canyon, I got to slow it down just a little bit here. Can't miss any more returns. 11-9. Wow. Just a careless mistake on a high ball. They just have missed a few too many easy ones here recently. Not the best of drops, but they got away with one. Yeah, and that's just too much. That's a prime example of trying to do too much, folks. And don't worry, I'm guilty of that all the time. However, unless you hit a winner on that shot, it's almost an easy put away. Oof. A little bit of trickery from Mr. Pham. Gave him a little shimmy shake in the middle, but he was ready to cover the line. 13-10 USC. Yeah. And that's a ball I'm probably trying to play a neutral drop, meaning he's trying to put topspin on that ball. When it's that low, it's just a difficult shot to hit. And a really good job from Allie there. Again, so much about pickleball is anticipation and being ready for what shot's going to be hit at you. She knew it was coming hard, and she was sitting on it. 12-13. And a questionable bounce or lack thereof, and we are tied. 3-0 run here for Grand Canyon, 13-all. And again, Luke is taking away so much court in the middle. If I'm Grand Canyon, I got to quit trying to drop the ball cross, because every time they leave something high, the point's over. Maybe I'll drive at him a little more. Maybe I'll drop it straight to him down the line, but I can't keep trying to go cross when he's taking over that much court. 15-13. Wow, and that is nasty. Luke was covering the line there. Adam's able to shape that ball back down at Kaylee's feet. She probably needs to be a little bit more forward there. take that ball in a higher position, but he broke it right down at her toes. That was a great ball. 14-15. That's just smart pickleball. Just smart pickleball. He knows Adams covering in the middle. He goes back behind him and back behind him again for good measure. USC 5 points away from wrapping this one up. Another flat court. These guys are generating so much spin that every other shot is a let court. There is something to that. Top spin generates more lets. Oh, baby. And I think that is his ball. His forehand's in the middle. It's a floater, but he just tries to do a little too much with it. And again, it's hard to hit through people. I would have liked him trying to find an angle on that. We are tied at 16. 5 a.m. USC. I'm calling a timeout now. Kaylee misses an easy volley into the net. 3 points in a row now for Grand Canyon. 17-16 trying to stay alive here. And that serve landed in New Mexico. Trust me, I've done it plenty of times on match points in worse situations. 17-all. And Luke Pham, a nice bending drive down below the net line. Allie misses it in the net. 18-17 USC. Miscommunication. We're still playing. Oh my goodness. Such an incredible scrambling point from Allie and Adam. He gets the easy put away and hits it in the net. Sometimes that's the way that it goes. Timeout now called by Grand Canyon. 19-17 USC is 2 points away from moving on to the finals. Mr. Pham looks like he's meditating. He was staring out into the abyss, visualizing what these next 2 points will look like. He's driving, I would say, 90% of his thirds, and he's had a lot of success doing it. Grand Canyon has been unable to get that return to Kaylee very consistently. Luke's taken almost everything. So again, USC must win this last point on their serve. Grand Canyon is going to look to get the ball back right here, though. They do not want them to get to 20. All right. 19-17. Luke Pham to serve. And there it is. She knows what's coming, and it doesn't matter. He's so good at getting that ball to drop off the drive. We've got a match point here now for USC. And we're not done yet here. Easy forehand dink missed in the net by Kaylee. 18-20. I think there's a dispute about who should be serving. I think it's all figured out. Adam to serve here. 18-20. And that's just doing too much, folks. That's just doing too much. I understand the logic there, but if you're going to slide that far over on a ball that's below the net line, what are you going to do with that one? Match point again. Nice drop from Kaylee. Nice rip, and it hits her in the shoulder, and that will do it. USC with the 3-0 sweep of Grand Canyon 1. They will move on to the finals where they will meet San Diego State here in just a few moments. I thought that match, listen, I think Luke Pham was the clear-cut best player on the court. And when you allow the best player to play 90% of the thirds and you allow him to take over that much court in the middle, it's going to be difficult to win. So not surprising at that result, but super excited for our finals match here. We'll take a quick break, and then it'll be USC against San Diego State. Stay with us.
What's your duper?
Alrighty, folks, welcome back to the 2025 DUPR Collegiate Arizona Super Regionals. We are in the final round now. USC won against San Diego State. I'm thrilled to be here with you. My name is Alex Crum, professional pickleball player. And we've had an exciting slate of pickleball thus far. Really a high level displayed from these young athletes. All four of our semifinal teams have already punched their ticket to Atlanta in April, where we will have the national championships. But for today, we're focused on this final round match. This will be, again, USC against San Diego State. On the near side here, we have San Diego State. And who do we have for San Diego State? A couple studs. We've got Emily Miller on your right and Megan Morales on your left. Let's play pickleball. And that's what Emily's going to look to do. She has an incredible serve, an incredible third shot drop, and she really rolls that forehand cross. Reminds me a little bit of Rachel Rohrbacher on that right side. She really shapes the ball, and it leads to a lot of pop-ups. 1-0 San Diego State. Oof. Tough shot selection there for Morales, trying to play that inside-out drop. She pushes it just wide. USC gets the ball back.
Good lead.
And USC, they're gunslingers off the baseline. They're going to be looking to drive a lot of those thirds. And it just is a matter of if not they're going in or not. And she goes for that big serve there, Emily, and she pushes it long. We got 2-2. Oof. First, that's the one drawback with Emily's dinks, is that she's so aggressive with them. Sometimes she does a little too much wrist action and she can leave a few in the net. 3-2 for USC here. Nice return, great drop. And that's a rope. Miss Morales with a forehand cross-court roll winner. It is 3-all. Morales from Monterrey, Mexico. Nice deep return, good drop. Oof, that's just a tough shot. Probably got to try to reset that somewhere in the middle. She tries to kind of twist it cross-court into the top of the net. 4-3 here for USC. Yeah, and I think Morales knows she might have hit an out ball. Again, I've said this a few times on the broadcast. It's so tough to tell and so tough to react when that ball is coming so quickly. Yep, great leave there. Left the return short. It sat up high to that backhand, and she ropes it. Oof, good leave again. Again, one big indicator for whether or not the ball is going to go out. If they're driving that ball below the net line, it's going to be very difficult for it to come in. So it's oftentimes wise to let those go. You might have a few drop in here or there, but by and large, your percentage will be pretty good. That's too high. Somehow Morales gets out of the way. I believe we have 5-6 here now. And that's just an easy ball in the net. Gotta try to push that one back deep. No need to try to find an angle there. Sometimes being at the kitchen line is a matter of patience.
So good.
Yeah, and there it goes. Emily has such a long wingspan that if you leave anything high to the forehand, she's going to rip it back at you. 8-5 here, San Diego State. Really good footwork being displayed. And there it is. That's the pattern. That's the pattern right there. Emily's cross-court dink has so much topspin that if you take a step back or you don't hit it perfectly, it's going to pop up and she's going to take it out of the air. And at that point, you're in trouble. 9-5 San Diego State. What a drop. That's one of the best shots of the day. Inside in drop. It bounces right on the toes. Morales is smiling, and who can blame her? 10-5 here, San Diego State. Interesting, no timeout from USC. I guess they know they have the switch anyway. But I might call one now. 10-5 San Diego State. A little bit high there, and that's not coming back. A lot of power on both sides for USC. San Diego State's done a great job of getting that ball low. They haven't had too many balls shoulder high to rip, but that one left up a little bit. Great return. Oh, she's got to move in and take that out of the air.
Yes, great shot.
Great resets. I think that had a bit of a funky bounce. Comes off the end of the paddle and trickles into the net. San Diego State is going to go into the switch up 11-6, which is a pretty big lead in rally scoring. We'll have a quick break and switch sides here.
What's your duper?
Alrighty, we are back. San Diego State rushing out to an 11-6 lead. Emily Miller's cross-court forehand dink and big serve leading the way here. USC loves to drive that third ball, but I think they're going for a little bit too much on those drives. Driving is their game, but I think they need to swing at maybe 70-80% power here. At least make San Diego State play some of these volleys.
That's a great drive.
Yeah, really good drive. She's got to stay in that shot. Morales gets it low and she pushes it wide. 12-6 San Diego State. Ooh, and that's one she's going to want to have back. It stayed a little lower than maybe she thought.
Let's go. Great run.
Kylie Tran serving on our right. Senior from Alameda, California. Silver medalist in a 4.5 PPA. Pushes that return a little bit back. And sometimes that's all you need is a couple free points. Get your confidence back. Hannah Jang serving on our left. Senior from Charlotte, North Carolina. That's 2 missed returns in a row, and that will get you back into the match. Really nice drop. And sometimes that's all it takes. Talk to the players I coach about having a one more ball mentality. Sometimes all it takes is putting one more ball in play. You'd be surprised what your opponents will miss if you give them the opportunity to do it. And again, San Diego State just looks a little loose here. They've played so well early on in this match, but then they miss 2 returns, miss an easy put away. That confidence starts to deteriorate pretty quickly.
Like when they hit it, when you
And again, USC has a lot of power. They've got a lot of game. But for right now, I think they should just stick with what's working. Keep putting balls in the court. USC sponsored by Yola. They got the new Perseus 4, both of them. I want to try the Agassi paddle. I'll tell you that. I'm a big backhand guy. Think I have one of the best backhands in all of pickleball. Me, Connor Garnett, Chris Hayworth. That's my top 3. So I want to try the Agassi paddle. All right, enough about me. 12-10. USC serving from 10-12 here. And that's just a whisker long. I like it, though. It looked like she tried to put a little bit more shape on that drive rather than trying to hit it hard and flat, but it goes a little bit long. 13-10 San Diego State. Oh, and she got it. She had a lovely drop, move into the kitchen quickly. Just tried to poke it right at Kylie, and it went into the net. Just rush that drop a little bit. You've got to stay low down throughout that shot. If you pop up too quickly, and you won't see her miss that often again. These players are just rushing their shots a little bit, which is totally normal in a match with these highest stakes. Money on the line, pride on the line. 12-14 here. And there's another missed return. Their third missed return since the end switch. And when those start to pile up, it can become mental. Yeah, and the difference in this match as opposed to the last one USC played is the San Diego State gals are handling these drives very well. And at some point, you've got to ditch your original game plan and start playing a little more soft game. And that's in, I believe, right on the line. And again, she swung probably at 70%, but had enough spin on it to bring it back into the court. 16-13, San Diego State. Longest dink rally in a while here. And that's our point of the day, or at least the point of this match anyway. A dink rally of probably 20-plus shots ends with a vicious Morales forehand. Corner pocket, 17-13. One more and we might see a timeout. Look at this. Ball always comes back. 18-13, San Diego State. And we are going to see a timeout here now from USC. San Diego State got a bit careless there for a little stretch in this match. But again, I think it all boils down to the fact that USC is very one-dimensional in how they attack offensively. At the kitchen line, San Diego State is better. And if USC is not getting free points off their drives, which they aren't in this game, there's not a whole heck of a lot they can do. We've got 18-13 San Diego State. Again, this is our Arizona Super Regional Final here at the Pickler in Scottsdale, Arizona. Both teams have qualified for the Nationals, which will take place in Atlanta in April. Lifetime Peachtree Corners. USC girlies getting a little advice from some of their other team members. Matching Yola paddles, matching black kits, matching Skechers shoes, matching black hats. Hoping not to take matching L's in this game. We'll see. 18-13 San Diego State. Yeah, she's missed that one a little bit more often in this match. just pulling up slightly, a little bit too, like, roughing it all on that finish. Has to come through the ball a little more. 14-18. And off the top of the paddle, that goes long. She was ready for the speed up, and they've been ready for the speed up. They just haven't been able to get the ball down. We talked about when you're countering, when you're in those hands battles, typically the team who gets the ball at the feet first is going to win those. Another miss off the drive. Game point here for San Diego State. Good deep return. Ooh. All right, not over yet.
Oh, hey, they're frozen. You're good. Frozen. Play loose.
Again, there is a freeze at 20 here, so San Diego State must win this final point on their serve. Great deep return. Holy, and that ball was going to hit the rainstorm sign. But unfortunately for Emily, she's unable to get out of the way. 16-20 here now. This is where nerves can creep in. And that one flies long. 17-20. San Diego State doesn't want to give this one away. Oh, baby. As you can see, USC just a lot more comfortable when they're able to swing freely at the ball. She made the right call to drop that one. Just didn't get it to the net. Game point again for San Diego here. And there it is. Another side out here. USC has the rock. Nice patience. Great drop. And that one's not coming back. I believe we have 18-20 here now. USC clawed their way back from 2014. Great dink rally here. Nice patience. Who's going to pull the trigger first? Let court. Longest rally of the match, and it ends with Morales putting a forehand into the top of the net. She got the ball she wanted. I may call a timeout here. Hope for a miss serve or something. All the momentum on the side of USC. It is 19-20. And it's just a little bit long. Tough to say if it was staying in or not. However, it's very tough to let that ball go in this juncture. So I think you gotta hit it. Match point again, 2019. And she misses the serve in the net. Again, it's such an easy thing to do. Gotta make sure your legs are really engaged, because when you stand a little bit straight-legged, that ball can find its way in the top of the net. 19-20. And that one is going wide. Looks like USC battles their way back to get this W. We thought potentially they were down. They did. They've come back and won this one 22-20. And really, I think they started to play the soft game a little bit more. A lot more patience being shown by USC there at the end. And they found their way to a victory. We'll take a brief pause here And we've got men's doubles. USC racing out to a 1-0 lead after that incredible comeback. We'll be right back.
The world sleeps, greatness rises. And while others dream of the next level, we chase it, challenging every limit, turning obstacles into stepping stones. Because the next level isn't just handed to you, it's earned. Go next level with 6-0 Pickleball.
All right, folks, we are back here for our men's doubles match, and I'm really excited to see this one. I'm really excited to see how Preston, the leg sleeve king, does going toe-to-toe with Luke Pham. Both of these guys have so much offense. They're both excellent movers. They cover a lot of court. That's a matchup I'm looking forward to be seeing. I'll be guessing they'll both be playing on the left side. I could be wrong about that. I'll talk briefly about their partners here. They're just warming up here now, warming up some fast hands, making sure the legs are still dialed in. Playing with Luke Pham from USC will be Brian Tinsley. Again, he's from Menlo Park, California. He's already graduated. Soccer player and a lacrosse player. Clearly a good athlete. And then for San Diego State, Preston Lynch, this man in the sleeves, will be playing with Nick Colorado. Nick is a senior at San Diego State and is from Roseville, California, majoring in marketing and sales. Again, this is going to be a highly entertaining match, really high level of pickleball you got to look forward to. USC, who was down big time in the match against San Diego State, scrapped their way back to a 22-20 victory. They now hold the advantage in this match, and it'll be interesting to see if that momentum shift lingers into this one or if San Diego State shakes it off and starts hot. Formalities about to start, and we'll get underway here momentarily. And you're going to see a lot of big drives from Luke and Preston. Both of their partners have big serves. They're longer. Great ability to crash off those drives. Tinsley with a really big serve. Again, I said it reminds me a little bit of Deco bar serve, the way he kind of jumps into the court. Got called for it once in the previous match, so we'll keep an eye on that. All right, looks like USC is going to be starting on the near side here. I am correct. Luke's going to be on the left side, so Tinsley will fire it up. We'll play first to 21. Again, if USC can find their way to a victory here, it'll be almost impossible for San Diego State to find their way back to win this match. Got thousands of dollars on the line here. Little Sunday afternoon pickleball in Scottsdale. Love Scottsdale, Arizona, one of my favorite cities. I love the architecture out there, all the adobe styles. Makes me feel like I'm in Star Wars when I'm in Scottsdale. Luke Pham looks locked in. He has his own fan club called The Family, spelled with the PH. At least that's what his bio said. All right, we're bouncing around. Let's play pickleball, zeros. And right away, Preston's going to push the play. Quick speed up leads to a pop-up, and if I'm USC, I got to be ready for that. Preston loves to speed the ball up, and he's done it with quite a lot of success today. That's a big return from Luke. Really big return, big, heavy, fourth volley there. 1-all. Again, I'd look for Luke Pham to take probably 80% of these drops. Really big serve there. Excellent return. Oof. He leaves that dropper a little bit high, but pushes it wide, and then immediately slides to the middle, reads the speed up, and puts it away. 2-1 San Diego State. Colorado to serve here. Yeah, and that's what you're going to see from Preston. He has an extremely aggressive cross-court two-handed dink. Colorado's super long there on the right side. If he can roll Lamb off the court, it's going to lead to a lot of pop-ups. 3-1 San Diego. Driving crash. I think that was called long. He might have just pushed it long. And I guess he did. They had the perfect setup. Colorado couldn't get the ball down. 2-3. And he leaves that dink a little high. Pham tries to flick it. Think it might have been a little too low. Clips the tape and sails long. 4-2 San Diego. Yeah. Good ball down at the feet. Unable to reset it into the kitchen line here. 3-4. Oof, that's heavy. Really a lot of power generated. He used his opposite hand there on that one-hander to generate even more power. Pulled the paddle back really far and then accelerated through it quite well. 4-all. Again, USC looking to really apply the pressure here. Great defense on display there. Doesn't quite get over the net. We've got 5-4 here for San Diego State. Great return. Our 78th let court of the day results in a big point for San Diego State. 6-4. And doing a really good job applying pressure. Nice offensive dinks. Bounce past the kitchen line there. Pham couldn't handle it. 7-4. He tries the Burt there on that one. Comes all the way across, and it was open. He was a little bit off balance there. He was unable to get that ball down. 5-7. Pham to serve here. Yeah, and that's not a ball to go 100% on your drive, right? That's a ball to drive 70 to 80% and maybe have a go at the next ball. He was trying to rope that inside in, just not a high percentage play, especially when you're losing. 5-8. Really good pressure from USC. Elect court puts it away. Really good, consistent pressure from the boys in black up there at the kitchen line. Not trying to do too much with the ball. 6-8. And I believe he just pushes that speed up wide. He does. We've seen Preston likes to attack that right shoulder from straight ahead. Just pushes that one wide, and now we got a 1-point game. Yeah, really nice combo there from Pham. Great speed up down the line. He catches him in the chicken wing, and then he's very good with that one-handed tomahawk. I hit everything with two hands for the most part. That one was pretty incredible. 8-all, and that serve is pretty long. Again, Brian is a big server, so I do think it makes sense to go for your shots. If you miss one, that's all right. You start missing more than that, you got to dial it back a little. And that's just the ball you can't miss. The ball you know he's going to drive when he turns his shoulders like that. You know it's coming hot. Just got to put it back in play. 10-8 San Diego State. And that's too good. Pham tries to take too much of the middle. And Mr. Colorado paints the line. 11-8 San Diego State at the change. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back here. 2025 Collegiate Pickleball Tour, Arizona Super Regional. We are in the finals here. USC against San Diego State. San Diego State with an 11-8 lead at the switch there on our near side. Mr. Preston, fire it up. It is now 9-11 for USC. Oof. Just tries to do a little bit too much with that fourth volley. Sometimes it's better to just block it back deep. He takes a full cut, misses it in the net. 10-11. Yeah. Was it in? It was. Preston with the rope of a two-hand backhand. Remind me a little bit of a Kaysen Campbell backhand. Right down the middle. 12-10 here. And that's just too high. Unbelievable. The floor is lava. These guys having some serious hands battles out here. I thought that point was over 2 to 3 times. Finally gets it down at the feet again. These guys are good enough to where if you hit it hard and at them, they'll get it back. Pham finally finds a point off his drive. Colorado done a very good job at defending those drives, but he finally catches him going the opposite way. 13-12 here now. That's unreal. We're still playing. Unreal Ernie from Preston. Unreal defense from Pham. USC has all the momentum in the world right now. If I'm San Diego State, I think I'm calling a timeout. They elect not to. 12-14 here.
Too good.
This is not your grandfather's pickleball, folks. High-flying athleticism on display. And Pham family in his bag right now. If he's hitting serves that deep and getting balls that short, he's going to be able to do whatever he wants with the drive.
Let's go.
Big B ready to clean it up. 15-12 USC. They've won, I believe, 6 out of the last 7 points, looking to really put their foot down on SDSU right now. I played tennis with an older gentleman quite consistently, and he always says this to me. He says, when you've got your foot on their throat, press down. And that's what USC has to do right now. I think Pham is the best player on this court, and when he's serving and driving like he was the last few points, not much San Diego State can do. Again, if I'm San Diego State, I got to be really careful with my fourth volley. I can't go for too much. I can't give them any more free points. Got to make them work. Okay, look at that. You can see the USC starting a slow clap over there on the right-hand side. 15-12. They want the belt today. The Trojans want the belt. 15-12. Out of a timeout here. San Diego State's got to put an end to the run. That's just too good. Brian been the one who's been a little more conservative with his third shots. Takes a chance there. Goes back behind Preston. Perfect. Perfect drive. 16-12. Yeah, and that's a really nice move from Preston. Fan probably wishes he would have just driven that ball. I do the same thing. Occasionally you drive 5 in a row with great success. You think, I'll just go ahead and drop this one. Probably should have ripped it. That's a great drop. ATP goes off the post, I believe. A little run here from San Diego State. 14-16. Long dink exchange here. Who's going to pull the trigger? My money's on Preston. And there it is. And it works out that time. Pulls that backhand down the line. I think he was ready for it, but just couldn't quite get it down. 15-16 San Diego State. USC may call a timeout if they lose this one. Oh, baby. And another let court off the drive. We are tied at 16. Big P doing it all by himself right now. 16 all. Yep. And when he's playing this free-flowing, aggressive style of pickleball, you've got to put an end to the momentum. Got to call a timeout here if I'm USC. Preston speeding up everything to great success. Oh, and he looked like he changed his mind. You know he was thinking drive, 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 but the return was so deep he just couldn't rip it. Tried to drop it and missed it. Oh, baby, is that good. Pham goes back behind him, down the middle. I think they were expecting an ATP there, but he really didn't have it. Not a lot of room over there. 18-17 USC. And that's another let court winner. These guys, again, are hitting with so much spin. If anything clips the tape, it's rolling over. 19-17 USC. They're 2 points away from taking a really big lead in this match. Good deep serve. Oh, and that's a great crash. That's a great crash. And the thing is, he didn't even hit that great of a volley, but just the pressure alone was enough for San Diego to flub it. Preston, unrelenting pressure back against the wall. He keeps him alive. 18-17 San Diego State. I thought USC had a couple balls they should have put away in that sequence. Let's see if it comes back to bite him. And there he is again. Flying around, recognizes the Ernie. Puts it down at the feet. 19-17 San Diego State. 19-20 San Diego State. Yeah, that's just a heck of a return. Big play from Pham there. Paints the sideline, paints the baseline. High forehand, angle winner. Luke Pham does not want to let this one go. Still, game point USC. And look at that aggressive roll from Preston. Ties the game up. This guy's really putting San Diego State on his back. Again, if I'm USC, I gotta be ready for the speed up when it comes to him. 21-20. Missed return from USC. Game point, San Diego State. And that's it. San Diego State battles their way back 22-20. Wow, what an end to that match. And I think that is a good way to tell you that no matter what the score, you got to play your game. Preston's a running gunner. He speeds everything up, and he kept true to his game style up until the end there. They got a little bit tight, and that was that. All right, we are 1-all heading into our first mixed doubles round. We'll take a quick break before wrapping up this championship match. Exciting stuff. We'll be right back.
Let's go, guys. 2 more right here.
Come on, we're still here.
What's your DUPR?
When the world sleeps, greatness rises. And while others dream of the next level, we chase it, challenging every limit, turning obstacles into stepping stones. Because the next level isn't just handed to you, it's earned. Go next level with 6-0 Pickleball.
All right, we're back here after a thrilling comeback from San Diego State. Freshman Preston Lynch basically willing his team across the finish line there with some high-flying acrobatic shots. USC certainly got a little bit of tight there at the end with the missed return and an easy missed volley from Pham. So heading into mixed doubles, we are all square. Looks like San Diego State's going to send out Nick Colorado and Megan Morales. We'll wait to see who USC is going to send out here. Certainly all the momentum on the side of San Diego State after USC blowing a pretty significant lead there. Always tough in rally scoring, but USC has to be thinking they should be up 2-0 in this match, and instead we're all square. Little warm up here again. All players taking their allotted time, despite the fact that they've been playing pickleball all darn day. Still good to just keep that rhythm going. Rhythm in racket sports is super important, and once you're out of it, it's tough to find your way back in. So they just want to hit a couple balls, feel the ball on the paddle, make sure they can trust the paddle's going to do what they want it to. And we'll be getting started here briefly. So it looks like Luke Pham's going to be teaming up with Hannah Jang here, try to stop the momentum accrued by San Diego State in that men's doubles match. I think USC in this match will certainly have a little more offense coming from Pham. Colorado a little more steady, very long, good reach at the kitchen line, good counters. I'll look for Pham to really push the play at Morales off the baseline, and we'll see if she can handle his drives. Jang, no stranger to driving the ball as well. I like to see her try to get just a little more shape on those drives. She has a tendency to hit it pretty hard and flat. Again, regardless of who wins this first mixed doubles match, we will play our second mixed doubles match. If we are level after both mixed matches, we will play a Dream Breaker, which will involve some singles pickleball, which is my favorite iteration of the sport. I know I'm one of the few people who would say that. Frank Anthony Davis, Jack Foster. They would be in my camp. Singles guys. A few more speed ups, resets, hands battles. Poor referee's got to be getting tired. He's been on his feet for quite some time. Again, both of these teams already qualified for nationals in Atlanta in April. This is all about the money, honey. Teams competing for a couple $1,000s of cold, hard cash. Lots of our players have alluded to their significant others in their bio. Perhaps if they win this money, they can take them somewhere nice. Maybe TGI Fridays. Fridays is underrated in my opinion. There was a day recently where I had Chili's Fridays and Ruby Tuesdays all on the same day. Sue me. It was fantastic. All right, looks like we're going to have Colorado and Morales starting us off here on the far side for San Diego State. Again, I would look for Pham and Jang to really try to push the play with their big drives here. Let's play pickleball. Yeah, really nice long rally to start. And again, there you see the reach of Colorado on display there. Tries to find a hole in that middle, and he's ready for it. 1-0 San Diego State. Yeah, that's a really nice volley there. Jang able to really get a lot of power. Gets it down at the feet. Morales can't handle it. 1-1. Oof. Colorado ready again. Gotta look to go back behind him a little bit if I'm USC. He's gonna clog up most of that middle pretty effortlessly. Yeah, that's a good ball. Colorado not able to get that drive low enough. Sits a little too high for Pham, who puts it at the feet of Morales. Ooh, and that's one she's going to want back. I think it came off the end of the paddle there. Missed return. Looks like he might have been questioning the bounce there. You will occasionally get funky bounces in pickleball. It is a plastic ball after all. Oh, baby. Pham got exactly what he wanted, and he duffed it in the net. Story of my life. Good backhand down the line, got the high forehand, rolled over it. Beautiful drop. Oof. I don't hate the idea there, but that's probably a little too low to try to change directions like that. Pham is going to try to clog the middle. Smart to go back behind him, but that ball was on her kneecaps. Tough to change direction on one like that. 5-3 USC. Another miss from Morales, and occasionally that can happen to where she gets a little too antsy up there, trying to create a little too many sharp angles. Missed a couple easy ones. 6-3 USC. Oh, baby. Just trying to do a little too much out there. And again, I don't mind you sliding over if it's a high ball, but that thing was low. What are you going to do with that anyhow? 4-6. That's a really good ball from Pham. High ball from Morales. He generates a ton of power with that one-handed backhand tomahawk. I need that shot. 7-3. Oof, and there's another one. Black's going to have to start. Yeah, Mr. Colorado's going to have to start really imposing his will here, because it's easy to have it happen where you start getting targeted, you make a few errors, and you just lose your confidence. It looks like Morales is just a little bit shaky out there. I might even call a timeout here. Try to reassess, calm down. Whew. And Pham goes right behind Colorado. 10-3. USC is rolling. Speeds up. And Pham unable to handle it. Not sure that was the right ball, but they got one there. 4-10. Yeah, really good serve. Deep off the baseline. Pham was trying to move forward as he hit that ball, as we often do on returns, but sometimes you got to slow down for a half second. She had her chance. That is such a good pickup off that drop from Colorado. Morales had her chance there and just floats it a little bit. So we go to the switch. 11-5 USC. We'll take a quick pause here. We'll see if San Diego State can shore up the errors and work their way back into this one. All right, we're back. We've got USC up 11-6. And if I'm USC, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Big serves, big drives, keep attacking Morales. She's been a little bit shaky thus far, and I look for them to continue to target her. If I'm her, deep breaths, got to put balls in court. Yeah, there you go. That's a great ball from Colorado. Takes it out of the air, puts it on the feet of Jang. 7-11. San Diego State's going to have to string together a few here. Yep, there you go. Good serve. Mediocre drive into the forehand. She's unable to handle it. 8-11. Really good combo there. Nice backhand drop to Pham. He's unable to get it down. He crashes, puts it away. 9 serving 11 here now. Yeah, that's just really good from Pham. Good patience. Keeps his balance there. Good return. 12-9. Ooh, and that's the one she wanted a couple points ago. Finds it. He was trying to clog the middle. She goes back behind him, put just enough spin on it to bring it into the court. Beautifully done by Morales there. 10-12. Ooh, and that's not coming back. Jang was just a little bit late getting into the kitchen line. Tries to hit a half volley on the run, pops up, and see you later from Morales, 11-12. Ooh, baby fam, trying to take loads of court there, and we've seen him do that a couple times where he just tries to accelerate a little too much over the top of the ball, rolls it into the net. We are tied. Yeah, and I think Morales is going to have that one back. She probably should have left that there. Not really an offensive position there on the backhand side with the ball being that low. 13-12. And that's not coming back. Cross body. USC retakes the 14-12 lead here. He's speeding up everything and getting the balls he wants. Another high forehand into the net for the family. Oof, that's a great drive for Morales. Puts it right on her ankles. I believe we have 14-13 SDSU here. Ooh. And that one's not coming back. Great ball at the feet, creates the high pop-up. When the ball's been super high, fam's been automatic. When it gets into that shoulder, chest region, he's rolled over a couple in the net. We are tied here. That's just a little miscommunication over the middle there, and that can happen. Fam didn't hit his best drive by any means, but a little miscommunication leads to an error in the net. 15-14 USC. What a return. That's an excellent ball by Fam. Took Colorado's time away by taking it out of the air. He cuts it away from him. Unable to get it in. We've got a timeout here from San Diego State. Luke Pham applying massive amounts of pressure. Morales has played so much better in this second half, but still right now just a little bit too much pressure from Luke Pham. Teams are commiserating. We'll take a quick break and be right back here.
What's your DUPR?
Back into the action here. And USC has just taken a 17-14 lead. Had a hands battle going on there. Colorado unable to get underneath the ball. 17-14 USC. Ooh, and that's just too good. Tomahawk chop goes opposite way. That's an incredible shot. Such an angle he's able to create off that inside-out backhand. 18-14 USC. Now, if I'm Luke Pham, I might have a little bit in my mind about last game. Oof. Morales inside out. Beauty again. That's the one she missed early on, and she's really dialed that shot in. Now or never for San Diego State here. Good ball from Jang down at the feet. That's got to be a reset for Morales. I think she was somewhere in the middle. Oof. Just a little bit behind that speed up. Caught it a little bit behind his right shoulder. Pushes it a little bit long. Yeah, and he just can't find the ATP there. Awesome shot from Pham, cutting that ball away from him. Again, not a lot of space to operate over there. He can't find the ATP. We are now at game point USC. And again, San Diego State doesn't make it easy. 17-20, one match point saved. And just overextending a little bit too much there. I don't mind him going, but the drop wasn't great. He's unable to get there and sails it long. Match point number 2 for USC. And that'll do it. He misses it in the net. USC survives this first mixed match. There was not a mismatch, a very good match. And they will take a 2-1 lead into our second mixed match. If they can win this one, they will be your Arizona Super Regionals champions. San Diego State will fight to keep this game alive and send it to a dream breaker. We'll be right back.
The world sleeps, greatness rises. And while others dream of the next level, we chase it. Challenging every limit, turning obstacles into stepping stones. Because the next level isn't just handed to you, it's earned. Go next level with 6-0 Pickleball.
All right, we're back.
What's your DUPR?
Alrighty, friends, family, folks from far and wide, welcome back to the 2025 Collegiate Pickleball Tour. We are in match number 4 here in our final of USC against San Diego State. USC clings to a 2-1 advantage, and this one should be interesting here. We've got Preston, the high-flying Preston, in the sleeves, dressed in all white, playing with Kylie against Brian and Emily over there on the far side. Or no, sorry, I'm wrong. Preston will be teaming up with Emily, which I think is going to be an extremely tough team. And if I were predicting this match, I think we're going to a dream breaker. I think Mr. Preston's got too much offense. I think Emily's cross-court forehand, dink, and drop are too much. I think San Diego State's going to force a dream breaker. However, Kylie and Brian are no slouches. They both have big drives, big serves. I'll be interested to see how this one plays out. USC has to be kicking themselves a little bit after being up so big in men's doubles because they're probably thinking this match should be over. But that's why we play the game here, and we'll be underway shortly. Again, both these teams have punched their ticket to Atlanta for the national championships in April. What we have at stake in this match is cold, hard cash. Both teams eager, not only for their bank accounts, but for pride, for glory, here at the Pickler in Scottsdale, Arizona. A few more drops and dinks, and we should be underway here. Again, I think in this matchup, San Diego State's going to have just a little bit too much offense for USC, especially coming from Lynch. But also, Emily Miller has an incredible serve, an incredible forehand roll. I think it's just going to be too much offense, but you never know. Sometimes teams start slow, you miss a few returns, miss a few serves. And that's pickleball. That's why we lace them up. But I'd be looking for Emily and Preston to be the big-time aggressors in this matchup. Conversely, I'm sure USC's ready to get out the door. And if they can sneak this one away, they'd much rather have it do that way than have to play the Dream Breaker, which is anybody's game. Looks like USC is going to start with the rock. Brian Tinsley, 24-year-old.
Oh, dude, what the fuck? Where do you keep coming from? I just keep spawning next to you. I don't know.
Majoring in data science.
Devontae Adams is signing with the Rams.
Data science. Couldn't tell me the first thing about data science, folks. But that's why I'm in the booth. Partner, potentially team captain Luke Pham. Last minute words of wisdom or encouragement. Kylie Tran, 4.5 silver medalist in a PPA. That's high quality. Describes herself as an innovator. I would describe myself as an innovator too. All right, she's bouncing around. San Diego State's going to get us started. Let's play pickleball. All right. That's one thing Tran has is raw power, especially when that ball's left up high. Emily's normally good about getting that ball down, but not in that case, and Tran puts it away. 1-0. Missed serve right out the gates. But again, that's probably his best weapon, so I like him going for it. 1-1. Oof. Little bit overextension there from Brian. He sails that high forehand long. 2-1 San Diego State. Pulls up just ever so slightly, and it clips the top of the tape. 2-2. I think it's going to be important for USC to stay in this match early on if they want to have a shot. Yeah. That's just a difficult ball. He elects to Ernie it, take it out of the air, and it was really low. Tries to create a sharp angle, and pushes it wide. Great reset. Oof. She finds that crossbody ball, and she loves that. And even though it's probably going out, Emily just doesn't have time to get out of the way. We've got a 4-2 lead for USC. That's such a good ball from Tran. Looks like she swung at about 80%. Has a little extra spin on that ball. Gets it down, and that's a clean winner. 5-2 USC. Ooh, and she was on it. When you leave that forehand high to Emily, she's going to rip it at you, and most of the time it's coming back cross. So good for Kylie to be prepared for that. Ooh, and he loves that shot. Down the line, speed up. She was really caught off guard, and I might have been too, because that ball was so low. Difficult for him to get it up. Who's gonna speed up first? If it comes to Preston, it'll be him. Oof. It was Emily, and she skies it. 6-4 USC. So far, I'm super impressed with Kylie Tran in this match. She has probably been the steadier of the two at the kitchen line. And that one's going to sail. That's what she can do, is just go for a little too much on the drive. Especially on the low ball there. She sails that one about 32 miles long. 5-6. Yeah, they're unable to get any of those low, and if you give something high to the big dog, it ain't coming back. 7-5 here now for USC. And that's another missed serve for Big B, and he's going to want that one back. 2 missed serves, which account for 2 of San Diego's 6 points. No bueno. Oh, and she tries to pull it across. 7-all. Excellent reset, and that's just doing too much. Preston with an excellent reset. He committed to the move over the middle. Brian's able to poke it straight down the line, and he just can't get there. 8-7 USC. That's just such a good counter from Brian. Such a good one-handed counter. That's almost an impossible shot. 9-7 USC. And she shanks the backhand into the fence. Not the toughest ball to handle, but it did have a good amount of spin. And USC 10-7. And that's a missed return. We've got 11-7 at the switch here. Actually, I stand corrected. Must have been in. 8-10. Off the line. And that's just too high. Again, Brian has immense put-away power, especially if anything's above his shoulders. Got to get that ball down. So far, I'm very impressed with Kylie. And again, Brian, although missing those 2 serves, they've been able to keep Preston kind of out of the match. Preston's at his best when he's being able to create, when he's seeing a lot of balls, and he really hasn't seen too many balls here. Emily's been just a little shaky on that right side, and USC's taken full advantage. Again, if USC is able to hold on here, they will be crowned champions of this stop in Arizona at the Super Regional. If San Diego State can claw their way back in, then we'll settle this tie with the Dream Breaker. I think Preston's really going to try to need to get himself involved here. If I'm Emily, I got to quit pressing, stay patient on that right side, and good things will happen. 11-8 USC. Yeah, and that's just tough. Let court leads to an easy counter for Brian. Not much doing there for poor Emily on that backhand. And there he is. High flying Preston Lynch puts that one into outer space. Could have put like 3 phone books underneath him there. He was pretty darn high off the ground. 9-12. This is where it's going to have to happen for San Diego State. Got to get this young man rolling. Ooh, great try from Emily there. He gets the ball he wants. He's just a little too frenetic up there at times. He needs to set his feet a little earlier. Ooh, and she hits that one into the bottom of the net. Happens to the best of us. Got the ball she wanted. 10-13. And that one's going way long. Again, on those shorter drives, you've got to keep that backswing to a minimum here. She had a huge loop on that. Just too much pop. It's a small court. 14-10 here. And that's his bread and butter. You know he's going to speed up the ball when he gets the opportunity. Finds that right-hand side and gets awarded with an easy put away. 11-14. Really nice dinking here. Across the line and just pulls up out of it a little too early. Got to make sure that paddle head stays down. She rolled over it just a bit. 15-11 USC. San Diego State getting their serve back okay, but unable to win points on their serve.
Yeah, baby.
That's elite movement from Preston. He really is so quick laterally.
Either one.
12-15. Great deep return. Oh, and it looks like she changed her mind. That's normally a ball that she will absolutely tee off on. Perhaps the nerves got to her just a little. She pops it up to Big B, who spikes it into the ground. 16-12 USC. Yep, miscommunication there. Invisible frustration on the face of Lynch. That's probably Emily's ball, but he's feeling the pressure, tries to take it. We've got a timeout called here by San Diego State. Time running out for the Aztecs. USC now only 4 points away from the victory, and frankly, they've just been the more solid team in this match. I know I predicted a a San Diego State victory in this doubles game, but USC's had a perfect game plan. They've made a lot of balls. I think the pressure of having to win this game for San Diego State's certainly a factor. They've just been a little bit jittery up there at the kitchen line. And again, really impressed with Kylie and Brian thus far. See if they can close the deal. Preston taking a moment, calm his nerves, slow down his heart rate. I think this was definitely a much needed timeout. Can't look at the scoreboard here, got to play every point, 100% intensity. All right, we've got 17-12. Brian serve, USC, 4 points away.
No.
And that ball stays low. He tries to drive it at Emily. Doesn't quite get it over the net. That's what they needed. 13-17 here now. Can they string a few together?
Yes.
Oh, and there you go. She keeps that dink just slow enough. He tries to take it out of the air and pops it into the net. 14-17 now. 2 in a row for San Diego State. Ooh, and that's her shot. She just rushed it. She was on her way to kitchen before she finished the stroke. She's going to want that one back. 18-14 here now for USC. I think she sailed it long. I am correct. 19-14, just too big of a swing.
No.
Oh, man. And if they lose this match, that's the one he's going to think about.
Big serves, guys.
Right in his strike zone, high forehand, and he just finishes too low with the paddle, rolls it into the net. 15-19 San Diego State. Perhaps one more chance for this team. Really good patience at the line from Brian right now.
Gotta get that toe off the line. Come on.
And I think he may have been called for a Kishin fault, potentially. 16-19, nevertheless. And that ain't coming back, folks. Little miscommunication there leads to a pop-up. We have arrived at championship point for USC. Trans to serve. They're going to try to get this ball to Emily, that's for sure. And that'll do it. USC wins the Arizona Super Regional. An impressive performance all the way around, especially in this mixed doubles match. They flood the court, hugs, smiles all around, and they're now all a little bit richer. They'll saunter over to the opposing team, go through their handshake lines. Really an entertaining final. That just shows you've always got to step out there and play. I would have favored San Diego State heavily in that match, but USC simply had a better game plan and played a smarter match. Want to thank you guys for joining us here today at the 2025 DUPR Collegiate Arizona Super Regionals. It was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed all the pickleball. We'll see you next time.